Talk Shit Radio is a Kennedy Studios Productions. The opinions stated by various contributors to Talk Shit Radio and its radio programs are not to be considered as or endorsed by Kennedy Studios Incorporated. Visitors are urged to use their own discretion to draw their own conclusions. All information, products, services, and use of this website is for entertainment purposes only and personal use only. Talk Shit Radio Network does not confirm nor deny the validity or accuracy of the information contained within the website or broadcast. Any services or products provided by Talk Shit Radio Network and its host contributors should be used solely for entertainment purposes only.
Hey, this is Lewis, and you're listening to Talk Shit Radio.
Welcome to Talk Shit Radio. I'm Yvonne.
Hey, what's up? This is Tim. This is Talk Shit Radio.
I have been out on the streets every day except for yesterday.
Okay.
What the media...
Leave the gun. Technical knowledge. So,
Hey, welcome to Talk Shit Radio, everyone. Good morning and happy day. What's happening, my brother?
Nothing. Same shit, different day.
Yeah, it's definitely a different day.
A very dreary day.
A very, very dreary day.
Out in the Bay Area.
Yeah,
it's really bad right now.
Shitty ass, foggy freaking shit.
At least it's not cold.
This is true.
That's all I'm worried about. You know, I came down to Florida to be in nice weather instead of back up to New York where it's 15 degrees in the morning, 23 in the afternoon. It's beautiful right now.
We're going to be cold in a few days.
Oh, we're going to be freezing cold in a couple of days.
Buddy.
Next week?
Yeah. Oh, Mingada.
Cameras are up.
Cameras are up. Broadcasting live. Talk Shit TV show. And Talk Shit Radio is broadcasting live. We appreciate everyone and anyone who is tuning in to listen. So let me just get all these settings fixed here. I don't know if it's going to be the 16.9 ratio or the 4.3. I'm thinking the 4.3 it is. Do it. Just do it. Do it. Now, we have quite an interesting show today, about the 9:30 hour. We're going to be talking to September Pierce.
Nice.
Now, September Pierce has a guest who's going to be calling and talking about... Excuse me. Ooh. Oh, my God. I'm choking here.
It's the morning.
I don't know what happened. I'm choking on my own spit there.
Yeah, right? It went down the wrong pipe.
September Pierce is going to be talking to a gentleman, and I'm not going to give away too much until we get her on here, and so she can explain everything that's going to be going on. But this gentleman owns a company who is huge in the industry, huge. We're going to be talking about, all sorts of things when it comes to the cannabis plant. Basically, we're going to talk about. Let me see here. I'm just trying to. I don't know if anybody's heard.
Are we going to be talking about the medical aspect of it, or just the whole entire industry with the hemp?
Well, we're not going to be talking about much. They're going to be talking about the benefits of whole plant. Mm-hmm. We're going to be talking with Trippin Industries, all right, and the gentleman's name is Fable Green. He's going to be on. He's going to be talking about what Trippin Industries does, or Trip Industries.
Fable Green is his name?
Fable Green is his Facebook page name. Yep. We're going to go ahead and get this up on the Talk Shit Radio Network wall here.
I would have already put it on.
Huh?
I would have put it on.
That's all right.
That's all right.
It's all good in the hood.
It's all good. It's all good.
So, we're going to talk about all sorts of cool stuff when it comes to whole plant and just fabulous topics as far as what, September has to say.
I appreciate September chiming in, calling in, because
absolutely.
Over there it's a 3-hour difference.
Right.
She should be sleeping, but
yes,
she never sleeps.
Should be.
She never sleeps.
I think she's part vampire. I'll be honest with you, because whenever I wake up, She's awake. Whenever I'm sleeping, she's awake.
She's awake. It's never you catch her in between.
Few times I've caught her in between sleeping, and it was in the middle of the day, and it was only just a few hours.
There's no sleeping for her.
No, she just takes little cat naps.
Yeah,
man.
little cat naps throughout the day. It's all right.
That's it, dude. I don't know how the hell she does it. I know yesterday I went on about 3 hours of sleep, drove all the way down to Miami, 5:30 in the morning, got there exactly 9:30, about when we were supposed to.
Hit traffic, probably.
Hit traffic like a son of a bitch. We were actually late.
Getting up there because...
Getting there because of the traffic was so bad.
Getting down there.
Down there,
Sorry,
that's true.
not up there.
Yeah. And the hotel we were in was right on this river, bro. There was like a $6 million yacht parked right behind the hotel.
Fucking love it.
Oh, God. I would love it. It was probably like $1,000 a room. You know, $1,000.
See, if I had a yacht, I wouldn't have to buy a house. You know, I'd live on the fucking yacht, especially down here. I'd live in a yacht. I'd pay marina fees. I'd pay for
With
their
that
hookup
kind of
and
money,
everything
you
like
better
that.
believe it. Yeah.
I'm not coming back to the friggin' to the mainland.
Land? No.
No
A lot of
land.
people are like, oh, I'm going to buy an RV and travel the country. All right, you do that. I'm going to buy a boat and travel the world.
Yeah, that's what I would do. Just go from port to port. Do what you got to do. You know, you get all the essentials on the mainland. Get back to your boat.
That's it. And really,
That's just
what
it.
essentials do you need from the mainland that you can't grow or provide yourself on the ship?
You'd be surprised. Fresh water.
Desalination system. Most big yachts have
Water
them.
all everywhere. Let's all have a drink.
Right? You have water everywhere. Who the fuck needs fresh water?
Yeah. You'd die in a couple of hours drinking salt water.
Well, that's why you have a desalinator on the boat. Tim says, I don't know anything about that.
I don't know anything about making a desalinator.
Yeah, no, it's not made. It's installed on the boat when they build the fucker, bro. Most likely. I mean, listen, if I had the money to buy a $5 million yacht, you can believe I want to go out in the middle of the freaking Gulf of Mexico
And process
just
your own water. So
drop,
you could,
right, exactly.
you could
Drop
live.
my anchor and just sit there for a month and not have to worry about nothing. You know what I'm saying? I would have to find somebody to supply me with plants that are all ready to be cloned and then bud, and then, you know what I'm saying? Because, yeah, we'd have big problems out there with no buds.
Good morning, September. Thank you for joining us.
September made it to the chat. Cool. September, I was just talking about my dream of owning a big giant boat, because where we were yesterday in Miami, there was such big boats that, you know, I mean, it was incredible.
You know what I want? I want a big pirate ship.
I want the
mast
money.
and the sails.
I want the money the guy spent on parking his boat there every day.
Oh,
that's what I want.
Per foot?
per whatever, dude.
I mean,
you know it ain't cheap.
If
dude.
you're looking at a 50-foot boat, you know, some marinas
I'd
are
say-
$1,000 per foot, or 100.
It was probably all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was probably, and there was 3 of them sitting there. Yeah, there was like 5 people party on one, nobody on the other one, and then another one came and just cruised on by.
You got to think this rich son of a bitch has a friggin' mansion about 5 miles away, maybe.
No. Nah,
right on the water.
Yeah, I don't know where he's from, but yeah,
Whatever the case
filthy
may be.
rich, you could tell.
We could all do what Hayden Falk had to say. You know, let's start a friggin' a cruise line. You know, and buy a boat and do cruises.
I'm telling you, I come up across enough money. I'm not buying a house. I'm buying a ship.
She says 15 people die every year
from water intoxication. Yes, more people die from water intoxication than cannabis deaths. How's that grab everybody? Drinking too much water. Isn't that fucked up?
Put that in your pipe and smoke it.
You put that in your pipe. Put that in your glass and drink it, buddy.
Jeez.
Yeah, could you imagine drinking too much water? Something that we need to sustain life.
I
could
actually
kill
didn't
you.
know about that.
I've heard
September,
of it.
she's a wealth of friggin' knowledge. How the hell would she find that out?
She
You know,
is,
she'd
dude.
Google it.
Google it. It's free.
Google
just
it.
like I
It's
said.
free.
Yep. If she don't know it, she'll Google it and she'll find it out until she knows whatever she's got to know and can answer any question. If she still can't answer that question, she'll find the answer to it.
Being up 24 hours a day.
Holy shit, girl!
Sleeping
Get
for
some
about a
sleep,
half an
woman,
hour.
will
Yeah,
ya?
get some friggin' sleep. Jesus. Over there, what time is it? It's 5 o'clock.
Yeah, 8, 7, 6, 10 after 5 there, yeah. Whoosh. So yeah, I was just talking about how, you know, we're gonna buy a big boat. Just, you know what? We'll just travel the world and broadcast from the boat.
That'll work.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
We'll hire Captain Tony.
Captain Tony.
You're right. You're right.
You're right. What are we going to hire him for? A floaty device?
No, we'll use him as the anchor. Strap a couple of cinder blades.
We could use him as a bumper.
Oh, a bumper, yeah.
You know the things that go in between the dock and the
fenders.
boat? Yeah, fenders, right.
Yeah.
Fenders, that's the word.
We could drop him over the side so
Right.
then he doesn't bump into the dock.
Just
We don't
hang him
bump
by
into
his
the dock.
neck right over the side. Nah, we'll let him live.
Nah, yeah, we'll let him live.
We'll put a harness
we
on
need
him.
him for a little while. I don't want him decaying that quickly.
We'll put a harness on him. We'll let him bob over the side. Doing, 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 doing.
And then
You know what's funny, dude?
We'll put Maria on the other side.
We'll put her up front. We're good.
She'll be on mooring.
We got
anchor.
3 feet in between the dock and the boat with those two as a fender.
One in the front, one in the back.
That's it, buddy. There's a 3-foot gap in between the boat and the fender now.
I need a bridge to get across. Get on the dock.
Right? Gonna have to extend the gangplank. So, yeah, anyway. We have quite a cool show today, like I said. What's really cool about it is I don't have to do much.
That's great.
That's the best.
I love to hear that.
All I got to do is engineer it today.
Just push button, click
That's
here,
it.
there, click
That's
there,
it.
you know, raise some
That's-
volumes.
That's all I really got to do. I got to talk shit for probably until about 9:30 when September calls, and then I don't have to say nothing.
You can go outside and
Every
relax.
once in a while, I might have to ask her a question.
I'll take over.
Yeah, I mean, dude,
I'll jump.
telling
I'll jump in the driver's seat. Okay.
Yeah, enough said, right? No, I'm going to stay here and be on
She's
camera.
coming up with these friggin' Snapple facts.
Oh, yeah, dude. Oh, yeah. And kill 30 people a year. Snapple facts? Is that what you call
That's what
it?
it is. We'll
Wasn't there a whole segment, the Snapple fact thing,
I don't know.
on TV? Didn't
I
they used to
don't-
do the commercials, Snapple facts?
I don't know.
I think that's what you got.
Marijuana is safer than ants, she says.
It is. Ants bite. Marijuana don't.
September facts.
September facts.
September facts.
See, we could do a whole show like that.
Yeah, we could. She'd just keep on bringing up facts back.
I've been trying to come up with a name for a show for her and everything like that, and I just keep coming back to the same name. And I'll tell you off the air, her and I have discussed it already. No matter what I've come up with, no matter what I've talked about, it's already one of her organizations that she owns. And no matter what I've tried to come up with for a name for an exclusive show for her, not even us getting on. I'm just talking all we would do here in the studio is engineer it for her. And she would go live. It would be her show. No matter what, September's news. It doesn't matter what I come up with. I still come back to the original name of her organization.
She'd have a layout of the friggin' show for like
Slash
4
radio.
hours, friggin' long, talking about everything that she basically finds online about
Yeah.
this, that,
Yep.
everything. She knows
It's
a lot.
all information. That's the beauty of it, bro. It's all information, and I guarantee we've had guests on the show, all right, that she could probably get to be puzzled. I want to introduce her to my lawyer.
Shit, I was puzzled with the Foria that we were talking about several weeks
I'm
ago.
still puzzled by that.
I love it.
I want to introduce her to Michael Minority.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the two of them should meet. I think the two of them
Has
should sit
she met
down
Hayden?
and I think she's heard Hayden talk on air. And
Didn't she call in that day when Hayden was here?
I believe so. Yes.
Either she called in. Oh, yes, she did.
Yes.
Yes, they spoke. I remember.
Yes. So, oh no, we couldn't get to it.
I could have sworn that she
Remember,
talked to
I
Hayden.
wanted him and her to talk.
Yeah,
because
I thought they were talking.
Multiple myeloma with her mother and this and that. And I don't remember now, dude. There's so much is going on. Falling out of bed kills 450 people per year. Oh shit, that's funny. We don't. Let's see. Did I share the? I did share the.
I shared it.
No, the cameras.
Oh, no, I didn't share the
I don't remember
cameras.
if I put the
She
cameras.
says marijuana is safer than sleeping. That's why she doesn't sleep.
Listen, I smoke pot to go to sleep, so it's
That's what I used to do.
I love it.
That's what I used to do.
Did you?
Yeah, I when I couldn't sleep, you know.
That is where probably 70-80% of my
Usage comes from.
yeah.
Usage is for.
Yeah, and then you have my insomnia.
Helps out a lot.
God, does it ever, bro? Does it ever? Because usually somewhere around October, I start to get a real bad case of insomnia, and it'll go on October, November, all the way almost to the beginning of December, to where I'll get 2 hours of sleep a night. It'll drop from 2 hours a night to 45 minutes to 2 hours, every couple days, until it's, I'm only getting about 1 or 2 hours a week. Yeah, that's bad.
You're sitting there like a zombie.
No.
I wouldn't be able to.
No,
do
not
that.
at all. That's the fucked up part about it.
my brain would be fried. I'd feel like I'm getting dumber and dumber. Which I mean, I am. I'm getting dumber and dumber. I could see this.
The fucked up thing about it, bro, is just the opposite of that. I don't get stupefied. I just, I keep on going, man. I keep on going. I'll get a little bit of sleep I can here.
You wonder why September has so much friggin' energy. The less sleep you get during the night, the more awake you are in the morning.
Yeah.
Or not even the morning. She's up friggin' 1 o'clock, 2 o'clock in the morning over there.
Yeah.
I keep on doing.
Yeah, we're going to have to put handcuffs on your hands there.
I know. Strap me into the back.
I actually, go ahead, do it again. See, it doesn't matter when I get the microphone off the table.
I got bags over there to put sandbags up, so
We gotta
put
set
that
them
up there.
today.
So
It's not like we don't have
I can do my tapping.
It's not like we got a shortage of sand here in Florida.
No. You hear about those those accidents early this morning in Tampa?
I did not. I haven't even looked at anything. I'll be honest with you.
I was reading
got up, got the board ready, and
I was reading on Bay News 9 in Tampa. 3 crashes, 2 of them were deadly. There were fatal crashes in Lakeland and Plant City, as well as an overturned semi-truck in Hillsborough County. Mm-hmm. The westbound lanes of Interstate 4 were closed at State Road 33 earlier today due to a fatal accident just after 5 a.m. Meanwhile, in Plant City, a head-on crash, when you look at it, it's a head-on crash. The guy was in the wrong lane, opposite direction, wrong way driver, another one. Involving a motorcycle. Closed the intersection of US 92 and Turkey Creek Road due to a head-on crash with a car and a motorcycle. In Tampa, the semi-truck carrying milk overturned on US 301. There was no injuries in that crash, though.
That was last night, right?
No, it was this morning.
Oh, okay.
3 in the morning. I couldn't believe it. When I woke up, that's what I woke up to on Bay News 9.
On Bay News 9,
When I was watching TV. But.
Yeah. We're getting so close to being
Gone.
Being
gone.
Gong. The Gong Show. No, it's so close to going to Oklahoma, bro. I get nervous. More
excited than nervous.
No, I get nervous now. You know, the excitement's done. Now the nerves kick in because I have so much that I have to do.
The excitement is still there for me because I can't wait to get out there. It's gonna be great.
Cameras are up, baby.
Good morning. Good evening.
Good morning, Angela. Marie, how are you this morning?
You shut up. Jesus
Why has it got to be shut up?
Because that's the inside joke with me and her.
Oh, okay. Let me guess. You leaving it? Is it that time already?
It is that time. Jesus.
18, wow. No shit, huh?
8:19.
Did you cut out of school yesterday? We got a phone call. Said that you weren't in school yesterday. No, I'm just kidding. She says, I always cut out of school, Dad. What's wrong with you?
If my parents were gone, I would have not went. I would have stayed home.
She tried it. What? What?
My teacher.
Oh, your teacher. What's her name again? Miss Albanese.
Albanese.
Or who?
Awesomeness.
Miss Awesomeness?
She was a cool teacher. When we met her, man, she was mad chill.
Yeah, definitely. So cool. We might have my daughter's teacher listening. Welcome.
Tell her I said hi.
Yes.
Oh, I'm sorry. If you're listening right now, hi, Miss Albanese.
Yeah. Albanese. Miss Cool what? What is it? Miss what? What was the other name?
Miss Goose.
No, you said Miss Cool.
Miss Coolness or something?
Miss
Miss Awesomeness.
Miss Awesomeness. That's what it is.
So, yeah.
Tell her I said hi and give her that for me.
If she didn't hear the station, tell her we said hello. And if she did hear it, we say hello.
Good evening.
Yes. Yeah, absolutely. Love you, baby. Have a good day at school. I remember one day I said, love you, baby. Have a good day at work. She stopped and looked and like, oh, I'm going out to work today, huh? Okay.
My mother, she always said, you have to go to school. You have to go to school. Well, she's like, I go to work. You have to go to school. Well, you get paid to go to work. I don't get paid to go to friggin' school. She actually was like dumbfounded when I said that. She's like, Mom, that's very true, actually.
That's fucked up, though. You see I shaved, right? See that, right?
I didn't even notice until you said it, actually. Nice.
Trimmed up the stash a little bit.
Yeah, I see that. Yeah. And the little goat.
Got the little goat. That's about all I can grow anyway. So,
yeah.
You got more right here on your lip. That little piece right here, bro.
Uh-huh.
You know what I'm saying? Under the lip. You got more right there than I do on my whole mustache.
Yeah.
You really do. It's funny as hell, dude.
Look at it this way. I just shaved what?
You got more on your mustache than I do on my whole face.
Yeah, oh, well, I do. I just shaved what Saturday, and it's already grown back.
That's ridiculous,
really,
bro.
really
I am
thick.
so glad.
I did a little neck job this morning, though.
You did a neck job?
Yeah, I did a little neck job.
Let me see. I see it. Looks like you hacked yourself a little right there, bro. Right there.
Did I?
Did you catch yourself a little?
Mm-hmm.
You see it?
One of
Can
those-
you see it? Turn and look.
Can't
Let me
see.
see. Wait. Turn and look at the camera. Right there. See it? Looks like you got yourself right there.
I don't know. Yeah, I was trying to kill myself. I said, I don't want to go to work today. I'm gonna
I hate this radio. I can't take it anymore.
choking the shit out of the radio.
Fucking microphone.
That didn't look good actually.
Easy.
That didn't look good at all. At all.
Especially from the side view that you have.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. From what I saw.
Yeah, go easy, you fucker.
Go easy. It's all right.
Go easy.
Well, we were talking about cutting out of school, though. I remember one time when I cut out of school, I called in, and I was pretending to be my mother.
Oh,
and
no.
I said, Tim's not going to be in school today.
Oh, no.
I just wanted to call in and let everyone know, let you guys know that I'm not going to be in. So they get a call. My father actually gets a call about an hour later saying, did your wife call in and say that your son wasn't coming in today? He's like, no. So he calls my mother. And my mother, she used to work right down the block from where we lived. So she came home in the middle of the day. I'm sitting there watching Maury or some shit. And she comes home.
What are you doing?
No. I ran into my room, into the closet, and I started hiding. So after she left, I got out of the house. I snuck out of the house because she left. She didn't find me. She left. So I snuck out of the house, and I found a friend who drove me to school. So when I got home from school, she was like, listen, I got a call. Your father called me saying that you didn't go to school. Did you go to school today? I said, yeah, I just got off the bus. She was like, well, I came home and I looked in your closet and it was raining that day. I remember it because she said...
oh, you so busted motherfucker.
She said that there was a puddle inside of the closet, I guess from my shoes from sitting there hiding out when she walked in, to look for me. And she's like, I know you tried to skip school, so why don't you just come clean? I said, no, I didn't. So I took it to I took it to her grave.
Cat's out of the bag now. She knows about it.
Oh no, Jesus! You know how much shit that I told my mother and father? Now they're probably kicking my ass right now. That I never told them about.
Yeah, oh yeah.
But now that they passed away, they're dead.
Isn't that fucked up when you sit there and you think about all the bullshit you told your parents? Now they're up there going, reading that little bullshit book that you put together as, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they're just, oh my God.
Then you can just picture, yeah, exactly. Oh my God. And then that face just... Oh my God!
See, you
don't even want to know what that is.
You guys don't see it, and nobody sees it, but there is hands around my neck choking the shit out of me for the shit I've done.
Oh yeah, if we had one of those cameras that show ghosts,
yes,
you would see one on one side, one on the other, going, and they'd be fighting my parents for room right behind the desk here.
My mother with the frying pan hit me over the head.
Yeah, oh yeah. My mom would be standing out there in a Marine Corps uniform with a fucking sniper rifle pointed at me, going, "Move, you motherfucker! I'd kill you."
I know what you did.
I know. Oh man,
God.
Look at this.
What?
What do you see there?
I see Bill Cosby in A New Accuser.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do.
Is this still going on? Just leave the fucking guy alone.
Heidi Thompson was an inspiring actress when she met Bill Cosby in the 80s. And
he said, he promised her, I'm going to help you out. We're going to get, your career going.
Yep. Kept to herself what she says he did until learning something recently that changed her mind. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy.
Yeah,
so,
what changed her mind?
I don't know. I don't know. We're going to see if we have...
guy alone. This thing is beaten dead.
Yeah, I mean, he's never gonna admit to anything. They're never gonna find out any truth to it. So who knows? So it says Heidi Thompson has one question for Bill. Look in my eyes. Do you remember me? Do you remember me? Says.
Does he?
Thompson says she has held a secret for 30 years. Now, for the first time, she wants to be heard. Her secret is one of many that sound familiar, and she adds her name to the list of more than 20 women who have spoken out. Man, that is so unbelievably wicked. Let's see. Defies common sense. Well, what did he do to her?
Yeah, tell me what
Cosby
he did.
Attorneys has called the spat a sexual assault accusation against the comedian ridiculous. Just many people have nothing to do. Reports, law enforcement, and civil claims have been assaulted over span.
Yes, Bill Cosby, we know you're a friggin' horny dog. You don't think you're the only one? I'm saying people out there. I'm talking to people out there. You don't think he's the only one who actually did what they're being accused of doing? Two people are just not talking about it.
Look at Michael Jackson.
I was just going to say, look at Michael Jackson. Look how many
look at the
accusations.
controversy. Yeah, exactly. You know, at little boys that he's molested.
Little boys,
Right.
yeah, that he had to pay off the families to keep their mouths friggin' shut.
I'm trying to read into. She was represented by JF Images, modeling agency. I'd go into her office and your knees would shake. But then again, as a young talent trying to get started, you look at that kind of intimidation factor and you think, oh, she knows what she's doing. I'm in good hands here, says Thompson. Blah, 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 blah. Well, what did he do? Very hard to protect him and a good businesswoman.
She consented they had sex.
Probably.
And now she wants to be a name that everyone knows about this whole situation, regarding this whole entire situation. So she wants to speak out against him.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I see.
It's not. Bill Cosby wanted to work with her, and coach her, and help her act. They were performing at the Harrah's Hotel in Las Vegas. She would be staying there, and Cosby would probably be doing the coaching at his hotel suite. Very interesting. I'm not a hovering mother, but of course, it doesn't really say what happened. She was picked up by a limousine. She questioned the driver because she remembered seeing the city lights behind her as they drove away. Thompson said she was confused because the postcard she had bought at the airport showed Harrah's as being in the middle of the town. The driver told her, the friend, that Cosby uses their house outside of Reno so he doesn't have to deal with paparazzi. Yeah, doesn't that... Bill Cosby asked her, could he read a person who was intoxicated? According to Thompson, Cosby wasn't impressed. Thompson wasn't much of a drinker. How do you enjoy going to play an intoxicated person? Okay, so relax, and gave her a glass of Chablis. So there you go. He doped her up. Said, this is how it's going to go. We're gonna play a little, little role playing.
We're gonna do a little role playing over here,
right?
We're gonna improv it here.
Right.
Take this drink, you'll be all right. Don't worry.
Make pretend. Meanwhile, there was probably like a Roofinol or something in that bitch. Yeah,
Roofinol.
Yeah, roofies.
Date rapes.
Drugs. Unbelievable, man. It's ridiculous.
This has been going on 6 months now?
Yes,
and we keep on hearing people. I have a story now. I have a story against this guy.
Bill Cosby raped
happening.
me too. He did.
Yeah, he touched me.
He did.
I went on one of those Jell-O commercials.
Twice.
Put the Jell-O in some spot that I didn't want it to be. That's the next friggin' thing. Children coming out saying I was on a commercial with him, and
right, the kids that were in the Jell-O commercials.
Yeah.
With him, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Nothing's happening. He's not being convicted of anything.
See, this chick looks familiar too. Like I've seen her before, you know what I mean? But,
Wasn't she an actress?
I don't know. She's a model or something like that. But she looks like, God, what is her name?
That one. That girl.
Yeah.
Her.
Here is something that hits real close to home for me. This is an article posted on CNN again. And it says that there's a lawsuit says Purina Foods harms dogs. Company denies allegations. Of course they're going to deny allegations. But I will tell you from experience that Purina dog food, Purina products, are the worst products to feed your animals. I've had pet rats over the last, I'd say, 16, 15 years. They live 3 to 5 years. We've had one last 7 years, but that's because she ate everything that I ate. Nothing dog food. Any rat that I've ever gave dog food to has ended up with tumors and died early.
What is it? The rats can't digest dog food?
The rats can digest anything in the world, bro.
Mm-hmm.
It could be 10-month-old rancid meat that would kill you just from looking at it. They could eat it, they could digest it, they could shit it out like nothing ever happened. They could chew copper wire
I heard of that.
and digest it and shit it out like it was nothing.
Eating through metal.
Like it was nothing. Yes. So this Purina dog food, all right, it's just, there's 3,000 different online complaints about Purina dog food. It's probably one of the worst dog foods out there. And it goes on to say, Beneful dry dog food produced by Nestle's Purina Pet Care has resulted in serious illness and death of thousands of dogs, a lawsuit says. The 8 kinds of Beneful dog food have caused internal bleeding, liver failure, vomiting, diarrhea, weight loss, seizures, bloat, and kidney failure, the suit said. I'm going to have to contact this lawyer because this was everything that my dog was suffering from when we fed him Purina. It was a great name, Purina dog food.
I use Pedigree for all my dogs. I haven't had a dog in a couple of years.
Guess who makes Pedigree?
Purina.
It's a Beneful Nestle's Purina product. Yeah, don't use it, bro. Don't use it. It's dangerous shit.
That's what I always brought my dogs up on.
Yeah, dangerous shit. If you look where it's made, it's made in China. And they don't have the same regulations like we do. USDA lets a lot of shit come out of China that shouldn't come in our foods.
Feeding dogs, cats.
Basically, yeah, you're feeding dogs, other dogs.
Other dogs, yeah, other dogs.
Yeah, you might as well.
We're getting cannibals over there.
Yeah, you might as well. So it goes on to say the named plaintiff in the suit describes how one of his dogs died after eating Beneful and 2 of his dogs got sick in the past 4 years. Customers have made more than 3,000 online complaints about dogs becoming ill or dying after eating Beneful, the lawsuit says. Bill Salmon, Director of Corporate Communications for the Nestle Purina Pet Care, issued a statement denying the allegations in the lawsuit. How can you go public and deny an allegation like this when it is fucking, it's out there, it's fact, bro. Anybody who's ever fed their dog any of these products has had problems with their animals. You talk to any pet owner, and I guarantee they'll tell you, Harley had started having seizures, diarrhea, bleeding from his ass. Yeah, Harley's an old man, dude. We just talked about it.
Oh, we talked about that.
He's 7 years old, which makes him in dog, what, 56?
56.
56 years old. I can't have him
49.
Yeah, I can't have him eating shit like that. He's an old man. That will kill him.
So now what? People are moving to different products
You
for their
pretty
animals?
much, if you don't feed your animal the Blue Buffalo that's out there,
Blue Buffalo. What is that? The high grade friggin' dog food?
it's
that they're
just
using
really
right now?
high grade dog food.
Very nutritious.
Very good. Harley stopped bleeding inside, stopped the diarrhea, the seizures. Harley was having seizures, but that I thank a very good friend of mine for giving me some cannabis infused doggy treats.
Wow.
Yes, the seizures stopped instantly after giving him those doggy treats and stopping feeding him Purina products. Yeah, that's it right there. Blue Buffalo pet food. As far as I'm concerned, that shit's the bomb. It's $67, almost $70 a bag, but it's the shit.
For a friggin' 30-pound bag.
Right, yes.
Yeah.
So I just, I mean, they believe now, of course, they believe that the lawsuit is baseless and they intend to vigorously defend ourselves and our brand.
They got so many friggin' lawyers, probably. They're not going to be able to convict or make any make any money off of it. They're just filing lawsuits so then they could try to get money. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
It says, bottom line, customers continue to feed your animal this food with no bullshit. Okay, bullshit. The class action lawsuit filed February 5th in the U.S. District Court in Northern California seeks $5 million in damages. You know what? I think we should. I think a lot of people should contact this company that's holding this class action lawsuit. If you've ever had any problems with your animal and you've fed them Beneful or
Write a
any of these
complaint.
products, absolutely.
Call, complain, keep your mouth open.
Yep.
Don't shut it.
Don't let it fall on the back burner. A lot of the problems people have is they fight so many different fights that they lose sight in their primary focus. I know I have at one point while we were doing the show. I had so many things going on that I had lost focus in what the show was really about and what I was really fighting for.
Mm-hmm.
You know, but I won't let that happen again. So
Won't let that happen again.
no, we are about an hour away from having September Pierce on. And we're going to be discussing some really, really interesting shit about medical cannabis. And we're going to be talking to, she's going to be talking to a Fable Green. And he has, and what it is they're going to be talking about the cultural, all right, so here it is. This says, good morning, everyone. Please join me this morning on Talk Shit Radio Network with myself, Lewis Kennedy. We'll be discussing cannabis culture in the realm of skin, the largest organ of our body. She has Fable Green coming on to join the show with Trip Industries to talk with us about the fabulous topicals, among other cool ski stuff. Here I have compiled some information regarding cannabinoids, terpenes, entourage effect on you. Much love. Hashtag Ganja Geek. Hashtag September Pierce. So that's where we're going to be at this morning, bro. So it's they're going to be discussing the largest organ of your body, which is obviously the skin.
I walk in and this is what you jump on me. I'm like, oh, jeez, I'm not even prepared for this interview, for this call-in. Jeez.
It was something that her and I set up over the phone a last minute before I left prior to yesterday.
Terpenes.
Ah, see?
She said terpenes. There was a verdict yesterday for the American Sniper
What happened?
trial. Chris Kyle and his friend.
Are you serious, dude? Look at this.
What?
That's the camera.
Jeez. Dead right now already.
Go ahead.
Last night, a Texas jury took less than 2 hours to convict Eddie Ray Roth in capital murder. State District Judge Jason Cashin sentenced Roth to life in prison without the possibility of parole. Prosecutors say they have not sought the death penalty in the case. I could see that. The reason why they didn't seek the death penalty is because it would be wasting taxpayers' dollars when he appeals it. Because you damn well know that he's going to appeal it after he catches the death sentence. That's what always happens.
They'll fight that, right?
They'll fight that. There's no point. So they just gave him life without parole.
Good.
Defense teams say they would appeal the conviction. They're going to have to appeal the conviction anyway. There's no reason why they should. They're trying to say that post-traumatic stress disorder was a factor in it. And bottom line is, it says that he was drinking before.
On a gun range.
Yeah, on a gun range before he went there. Said that he got a little paranoid and he shot and killed Chris Kyle and his friend Littlefield, Chad Littlefield.
Unreal, dude.
I believe that was the right sentence for him to. I don't understand why he's trying to blame post-traumatic stress disorder.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, is that the only thing that you have as a disease? You're not mentally insane. You're not clinically insane. You should be charged as a sane person. There's no reason for you to kill anybody, especially a hero.
I have some good news out of Alaska, bro.
Go ahead.
Becomes the third state to legalize cannabis for full legalization.
Oh,
Smoking, growing, and possessing marijuana becomes legal in America's wildest state Tuesday.
Jeez, I'm going abroad.
Yep, thanks to a voter initiative aimed at clearing away 40 years of conflicting laws and court rulings, making Alaska the third state to legalize recreational marijuana was the goal of a coalition including libertarians, rugged individuals, and small government republics. Well, that felt weird, dude. I felt the thing. I thought something was crawling on me. Oh, man. Let's see. So it went, 47%, voted 47% last November to legalize marijuana used by adults in private places. They left many of the details to lawmakers and regulations to sort out. Meanwhile, Alaska Native leaders worry that legalization will bring new temptations to commuters already confronting high rates of drug and alcohol abuse, domestic violence, and suicide. I would be willing to say that the Native American, Alaskan Indians, whatever you want to call them up there.
Eskimos?
Yeah, those two. Because they're all drunks. And they're violent drunks.
Yo, I didn't realize
that's due to us.
I didn't realize how much crime and how much drug, trafficking that goes on in Alaska.
And it's not like drugs like we know, cocaine, crack, meth, all that kind of shit.
No, it's bigger than that.
Yeah, it's some home concoction shit. And meth is big time up there because you can make it at home.
Yeah, you can make it at home. You can go to a drugstore and buy a freaking specific
bootlegging alcohol. Huge up there. So I guarantee all those numbers will drop because now, all these addicts can just go get some pot legally and smoke it. So, and statistics have proven it all over the fucking world, dude. All over the world.
See, I'd like to go up there and just live off the land.
I've always loved to go and just live like that. You better believe it.
Like Alaska and the Last Frontier.
Yeah, I don't know
like
about those freaking morons, though.
Did you know that family, Jewel, the singer, the artist, is the daughter of one of those guys?
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, my God.
I think it was Otto or Otsley or something like that. Otz.
He doesn't look that old.
He's old.
Is he?
Yeah.
That's pathetic, dude. Wow. Look at that.
Look at that. Was that
joints
gourd?
out of a kumquat or a gourd. That's badass. How many? We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's 6 joints sticking out of a gourd, and she's just puffing away.
You ever smoke out of an apple?
Yeah.
That shit's cool.
Looks like she got some shit all over her lips, though. Look at that. There's some nasty shit on her lips.
She's foaming at the friggin'
Right.
mouth. She's rabid.
Right. Must be some good weed.
Look at that. That was cool. That reminds me of a gas mask I used to have.
I had
Oh, my
one.
God. Look at that thing.
Yeah. We had a gas mask up in New York. We had one until my buddy puked in it, and then I gave it to him.
Oh, yeah. You don't want that shit anymore.
No, I let him have it. He took a hit. Well, the whole thing was when you'd roll a joint, you put it in the mouthpiece, and then you would inhale until that joint's gone. Then you release the carburetor, and you suck that joint in one hit.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, so you had to pull the mask off real quick because it went in through your nose and your mouth.
Yeah. And you have to keep your eyes closed.
Oh, hell no, that was the best part, bro.
Keep your eyes closed, man. It'll burn the shit out of you.
No,
That's what I always experience. It's burning my eyes with freaking smoke clouding in front of my face on a gas mask.
Hell yeah, I gotta watch that shit because then as you suck it in, it all disappears and shit, and then you got the sticky
Gotta
resin
watch
on your
that.
eyes, and oh, dude, it's wicked, bro.
Love it.
Until somebody throws up in the mask, then you don't want to use it.
Yeah,
anymore.
you don't want that shit anymore.
I said, that's cool. You like that? I was like, you can keep it.
It's yours now.
It's yours.
You like
buddy.
that? It's yours now.
You like it? You like it? Keep it.
Yeah.
All right, we got to get some commercials up, bro. We've been flapping our lips for about 40 minutes. I got to get some commercials going here. My phone's going cuckoo.
Cuckoo.
I got people wanting to be friends on Facebook and all of that kind of stuff. It's amazing, dude. Since we started the show, I get friend requests from all over the world now. Mm-hmm. It's absolutely amazing. Absolutely amazing.
I got to go to the bathroom.
Go ahead. I'll kill the cameras, and you look like you're going to shit your pants.
No, I'm not. I'm not going to do that.
Camera's going to go black, and we'll be right back. Talk Shit Radio Network, everyone.
I was sitting there holding it for like 10, 15 minutes.
Attention, if you've had hip replacement surgery and suffered any complications, you need to listen to this important legal alert. Major manufacturers have made billions of dollars available to award legal claims for defective hip implants. Thousands of these defective hip implants have been recalled by various manufacturers. If you've had hip surgery and suffered complications, you may be entitled to receive significant compensation to help you deal with your complications. You may be eligible to receive money to help with medical expenses, lost wages, and pain and suffering. Protect yourself by hiring an experienced trial attorney. Our partner law firms are experts in hip replacement surgery lawsuits. Find out now if you're eligible to receive any of the $2.5 billion HIP settlement fund. Call now for free information.
855-586-1560. 855-586-1560. 855-586-1560. That's 855-586-1560.
In these uncertain economic times, you've got to do whatever you can to save money. One of our biggest expenses can be our cars, especially when unexpected repair bills hit. Not anymore. If you own a vehicle with less than 130,000 miles, is less than 12 years old, has a warranty about to expire, or even no warranty at all, you could stop paying for car repairs. Roadside assistance, towing, and rental coverage are all included. Don't wait for the next repair. Make one free call right now to see if you qualify. If your vehicle is less than 12 years old, has less than 130,000 miles, even if it's out of warranty, paying for car repairs can become a thing of the past. Call us right now and get your car protected before your next repair bill hits. Get protection and no more repair bills. Call 877-229-7271. Again, 877-229-7271. That's 877-229-7271. 877-229-7271.
If you want to work until you keel over, have less of everything in retirement, or give back more of your hard-earned money to the stock market again, then just ignore me. But if you'd like to protect the money you save, receive a steady, predictable retirement income, and enjoy financial security for as long as you live, then listen to this. You can download a free report that reveals the wealth-building secrets Wall Street and the banks don't want you to know. You'll learn how you can get guaranteed growth, safety, and real prosperity without risking your money in the Wall Street casino, and how to get the money you need when you need it, simply by asking for it. This is the best way to have a 100% secure retirement and know your money will last as long as you do. To learn more about this method and to get your free report, go to 28security.com. That's the number 28security.com. 28security.com. Go to 28security.com.
The United States Zoological Association and Team USZA Animal Miracle Network supports the owners of all species of pets. Our mission is to educate and help people of the world become better caretakers of the animals you have chosen to be a part of your family. Through the Miracle Network, we strive to grant last wishes for the terminally ill to meet an animal of their choice. It's through education we can save our wildlife and make a better place for them to live amongst us. Join the USZA today at usza.us and become part of a world loving animals.
If you're looking for a better way to clean the air in your home or office, you need the all-new Ozone Light. It's as simple as changing your light bulbs. The Ozone Light looks like a normal spiral type of light bulb. It screws in most standard light sockets, but it's not a normal light bulb. It's coated with titanium dioxide. It's completely safe, but this unique coating kills most airborne bacteria, mold spores, and neutralizes odors. Just one light cleans the air in an entire room and lasts 8 times longer than the normal light bulb. If you have smokers, if you have allergies, if you have pet odors, mold, or mildew, you need the Ozone Light. It will wipe them out, and you have our word. If you're not satisfied with the way the Ozone Light cleans the air in your home, simply return it for a full refund.
Call 1-800-380-4095, 1-800-380-4095, 1-800-380-4095, or visit airtimestore.com. That's airtimestore.com.
If you're diabetic, this message could change your life. Is your blood sugar out of control even when you do all the right stuff? Are you afraid of diabetic blindness and the risk of amputation, as well as all those other side effects? Well, you should be. Is there anything that could help manage your blood sugar? Nobetes is a natural supplement that may quickly and dramatically lower your blood sugar.
My name is Bob Corder. I've been using Nobetes for about 3.5 to 4 months now. And in the first 3 months, I've actually lowered my blood sugars from 500s down to 139, and then it dropped to 88 to 93.
My name is Kirsten. I'm a type 1 diabetic, and while taking Nobetes, my blood sugar levels dropped from 295 to 115 in just one day.
The FDA hasn't evaluated these statements, and Nobetes isn't intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. But for many, it's helped drop their blood sugar. So if you've been evaluated with high blood sugar, don't delay. Evaluate Nobetes now. Call 800-476-8044 and get 2 bottles free. Just cover shipping and handling. Call 800-476-8044. That's 800-476-8044.
Let me ask you a question. Are you getting enough? I bet you'd love more, right? Well, AdamandEve.com wants to give you more with 10 free gifts. First, you'll get a sexy surprise for her. Second, a specially selected toy for him. And third, a little something we know you'll both enjoy. Plus, you'll get 6 full-length adult movies on DVD. And number 10, free shipping on your entire order. So what do you have to do to get your 10 free gifts? It's not hard. Just go to adamandeve.com and select any one item. It could be an adventurous new toy, sexy piece of lingerie, or anything you desire. Just enter offer code GIFT13 at checkout, and you'll get all 10 free gifts. Go check out adamandeve.com today. Select one item and get 10 free gifts, including free shipping, when you enter offer code GIFT13. That's GIFT 13 at adamandeve.com.
Tired of paying outrageous prices for Viagra? Well, we have great news for you. Now you can finally get Viagra at huge discounts. Healthy Man allows you to save up to $500 on Viagra. Why pay U.S. pharmacy prices of $15 per pill or more when you can get Viagra for less than $3 a pill? Call today and get 40 Viagra pills for only $99. This can cost as much as $600 at your local pharmacy. You can't afford not to call us. If you want Viagra at the lowest prices, never pay $15 a pill pharmacy prices again. Get Viagra for less than $3 a pill. Call 1-800-441-3678 today and save up to $500 and get 40 pills for just $99. Healthy Man is fast, easy, and affordable. Operators are waiting at 1-800-441-3678 to take your call now. Call 1-800-441-3678. That's 1-800-441-3678. Again, 1-800-441-3678.
Attention small business owners. Growing your business can be tough. Just when you thought you were making money, you found out that you owe the government money. And now that you owe the IRS their cut of your business profits, you may be broke. And if you don't take things seriously, you could go to jail or have your business shut down. But you do have an option. If the IRS is threatening you for unpaid taxes, call the Tax Resources Network. Their tax professionals and ex-IRS agents have over 23 years of experience dealing with the IRS, saving business owners and the self-employed millions in tax dollars. Let us negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. We may be able to reduce your tax debt for a lot less than you owe, help with the IRS audit, and even criminal investigations. If your business owes the IRS $15,000 or more and the IRS is threatening you, don't wait and let your business get shut down or worse. Call for a free consultation. Call 800-917-1799. 800-917-1799. That's 800-917-1799. Again, 800-917-1799.
Are you worried about losing your home to foreclosure? If you've been threatened with foreclosure or received legal papers from your bank, you have approximately 30 days to respond. If you do not respond, you could lose your home. You have rights. Act now to protect your rights. You can stay in your home. Many times you can even modify your loan. The bottom line is you can get past this, but you must act right now. If you've been served by your bank and you're worried about losing your home to foreclosure, now is the time to fight back and save your home. Time is limited, so call the professionals at National Foreclosure Defense right now.
800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. 800-932-4102. That number again is 800-932-4102. Attention small business owners. Growing your business can be tough. Just when you thought you were making money, you found out that you owe the government money. And now that you owe the IRS their cut of your business profits, you may be broke. And if you don't take things seriously, you could go to jail or have your business shut down. But you do have an option. If the IRS is threatening you for unpaid taxes, call the Tax Resources Network. Their tax professionals and ex-IRS agents have over 23 years of experience dealing with the IRS, saving business owners and the self-employed millions in tax dollars. Let us negotiate with the IRS on your behalf. We may be able to reduce your tax debt for a lot less than you owe, help with the IRS audit, and even criminal investigations. If your business owes the IRS $15,000 or more and the IRS is threatening you, don't wait and let your business get shut down or worse. Call for a free consultation. Call 800-917-1799. 800-917-1799. That's 800-917-1799. Again, 800-917-1799.
Hey, welcome back, Talk Shit Radio Network. Took a little bit of a little long break.
A little
there.
extended break, but that's all right.
Yeah, for those of you that are watching the cameras, you can go to www.talkshitradionetwork.com. You scroll down a little, which I'm actually going to change that today to where it's all up on top. As soon as you go to the page, the cameras, everything will be right there on top.
So you can sit there and watch us.
Right. Yeah, you'll be able to check us out live, audio and video.
When we're on commercial break, you can see behind the scenes, see what we're doing.
Yeah, we just sit here and talk shit when we're on commercial break, or like if we go to do something illegal, we'll black the cameras out. You know, is how I say that. Well,
Yeah, love it. When you're doing
Tim's
something
like,
criminal,
you do the illegal
you
shit.
do it.
I just sit here.
I'm just sitting here
Right.
reading.
Oh, fucking right. So we're about, 35 minutes, 40 minutes away from having September and her guest on. And they're going to be talking about cannabis and the largest organ of their body, which is your skin. And when you put that all together, you can only speculate that it is the benefits of cannabis for your skin.
We're going to be talking about the epidermis.
The epidermis. Look at you. The inner or outer layer of the epidermis.
Ah.
Yes, there is a untreated UV layer, and there is a treated UV layer. That I know. The treated UV layer is your actual outer skin. The untreated layer is the skin underneath. That raw skin.
You know, in most parts of our body, there's 7 layers of skin. I learned that when I was getting tattooed because on my elbow I have a tattoo, and that was the hardest one, to take because I had to get that done a couple of times, get it darkened in.
Yeah.
But that's how I know that there's 7 layers of skin on you.
I know there's 7 layers of skin just because my mother was an AEMT.
Oh.
And I read all of her medical books. And all
Same with my knuckles. When I got my knuckles done, I had to get them done several times because I kept on friggin' digging into my pocket, when it was healing and it wasn't healing properly. It kept on fading. Yeah, I was fucking it all up. So I had to go and get it done like 3-4 times, I think it was. This is the one I regret the most, but...
Is it?
Yeah, it's on my knuckles. I mean, even though it's my last name, it's on my knuckles. I don't know.
Yeah, but you know what? I look at it. They'll never forget your name when you punch them in the face.
I have my name on me 2 times.
Yeah.
I'll never forget it.
Yeah.
Never forget it.
Yeah, as drunk as you may get, you might never forget your
you might
name.
never forget it.
Yeah,
ever.
For sure. That's funny, dude. What do we got on a local level, brother? Anything? Other than them crashes we've had.
That's I was gonna say. The crashes that were going on. I really don't have anything pulled up locally, but
fog is crazy.
Oh, the weather right now is
7 o'clock last night.
Yesterday it was pouring rain here. Was it pouring down south?
No,
it was sunny over there.
No,
it was cloudy.
It was back and forth as we were coming up through like Brandon, Bradenton, all down south there on the west coast. It was back and forth. I'd hit a patch of sun, go in through the clouds, patch of sun, but never any rain.
All day yesterday it was cloudy, rain, drizzling. For a little while it was actually really torrential downpour where I was.
No shit.
Yeah,
we were standing in 85-degree weather yesterday. Yeah. As a matter of fact, check this out.
Check this out. What do you got?
I got a picture that I took, and I'm going to try and get it up on the camera, a little generic style.
Send it to yourself. Put it up.
I'm going to do a generic style first.
Okay.
So just to give you an idea, we stopped at Alligator Alley, and just to give you an idea what the weather was like. That's Dr. Petro right there.
Okay.
Nice. But there, that was...
I was one alligator that you were sitting... You took a picture like 10 feet away, not even? That's awesome.
That's how far I was from him.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Big fucker. But look at the weather, bro. It was 85 fucking degrees. That's down at the Indian Reservation in Emalaka. All right, which is almost dead center of Alligator Alley.
You were able to jump the fence over there?
No, but...
You could if you wanted to, but you'd be freaking bait.
The fence ends.
Oh, the fence ends.
About over here.
Okay.
The fence ends.
Yeah. So you could just walk
and you
around.
could walk around and go over and see this guy laying right down there.
That's awesome.
See him? Just
I see him.
Chilling. Just walk right up.
That's why they call it Alligator Alley. Alligators all over.
Everywhere.
Yeah.
No matter where you go, they're everywhere.
Is that considered the Everglades?
That is the Everglades.
That is the Everglades.
But that guy was huge.
That's awesome. Look at that American alligator.
Probably, I'd say 10, 15 feet long.
Beautiful.
All of about 2,000 pounds. Maybe 3,000 pounds. Yeah. Huge. Doesn't look like it in that picture, bro.
No, not at all.
But he's a big motherfucker, bro. Big. Yeah. And I was,
sitting there chilling
4 feet from him. Wicked.
I want to see
no other
climb a
place in
fence.
the world.
You ever seen those ones that were
you
climbing
want to
the
see
fence?
a 44-year-old man run like fucking Bruce Jenner used to be able to run? See that
How would I see
motherfucker
that?
come anywhere near me.
You'd be out.
My ass, first thing you learn how to do when you come from Central Islip is run fast.
That's Central Islip for you.
I just use my acquired skills.
Yeah, hopping fences, that was just a daily routine over there. Jumping fences, trying to get out of people's backyard, get out of a line of fire, dodging bullets.
That's it, dude.
Left and right.
Fucking yeah.
Friggin' drive-bys every day.
We don't stick around.
When the lights turn off and the car starts creeping, you know it's a drive-by.
You do. You absolutely do. That's how you know it's going to be a bad night.
What? Oh, yes. I want to see the other one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was I talking about? Oh yeah, the weather.
We're talking about the weather. That's what we're talking about.
That's why I brought up the picture of the alligator.
Of the alligator,
which
yeah.
I wanted to show everybody. Let's see if I can get it up there real quick.
See if you can get it up.
No, actually,
not working
I'll do it after the show because that's all
Hello?
shut down and shit. Yeah.
Is it working?
Hello. Are we back on?
You
We're
up?
back on. We're on.
We're up.
Alrighty.
You hear about that explosion in
the video we
New
watched
Jersey?
this morning? Yeah.
There was a video I'm actually going to post it up.
Badass,
I'm going to
dude.
post it up on Facebook.
I bet you that bitch goes crazy.
Oh my god. Jersey. There was a gas leak, I guess, in a house, and the neighborhood was evacuated because they didn't know which house it was coming from.
Right.
And a dash. They found it. Yeah, they found it after it started. After it started the explosion. After the explosion happened.
Yep.
But it was a pretty bad scene, actually. Yeah. I couldn't believe it. A dash cam caught the footage.
Police dash cam, yeah.
Police dash cam caught the footage. Glass windows and friggin' rubble just bursting into a big explosion.
Yeah.
I saw the video. I'm going to post it right now.
Yeah, definitely do so.
Because it looked really, really nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stupid people don't know what they're doing.
It was wicked, bro. It was wicked. Been watching Joe Exotic's page, on Facebook, and just watching the insights and everything, and we're right there with him, man. We got the same insights and everything.
So the post that he put up yesterday with the trivia. Guess what? These prints are from, and I didn't see the answer. I saw the prints, and I knew it was a Muscovy duck, but I didn't know that was a La Tiger.
Really?
Right?
I knew one was a bird. That's about as much as I could say about it.
It was a duck.
Yeah, I knew one was the bird.
I wish I friggin' answered.
And
I
the
wish
other
I saw
one-
it earlier, so then I could have answered, before anyone else.
One was a bird, one was a cat. That's about
That was
as
all
far-
you knew.
Yeah, I know a cat's print, but that's about it. Why is this doing this?
Oh, because you got to put down
looks like
security.
Your post contains a link that might be unsafe.
Is that Facebook over there updating?
Dude, this is a Facebook page. How can it be unsafe?
I don't know. Don't ask me.
That's ridiculous, dude.
Facebook's
I
getting
really-
a little out of hand.
Yeah. This is your own page that you're telling me that is unsafe right now.
Yeah.
8 BC7.
You gotta
They're
sit there
asking me
and
for
put the
security
letters in, yeah.
code, so I can post this on my own page, no less.
Shit, man.
Ridiculous.
That's stupid.
Yeah, so, all right, so what else we got going on in local news here, bro? I know what I wanted to say. Last night, about 7:30, as we were coming across the Sunshine Skyway Bridge.
Yes.
The fog was, I had
So
maybe
bad.
10-foot visibility in front of me. That didn't stop me. I was still doing 85 miles an hour.
Oh, really, really safe.
Yeah.
Especially going to Skyway over the Skyway Bridge.
Sunshine Skyway, yeah. Well,
Yeah.
they see my lights. Everybody moves over.
Everybody sees my lights. I'm going 80 miles an hour. It doesn't matter. If you freaking have a car 10 feet in front of you, you're not going to be able to stop.
Yeah, I can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I couldn't stop in none of my accidents.
Yeah, well.
That's me driving, though.
You also didn't see it done on the radio like I did. That's how I learned how to drive, folks. I've seen it done on the radio.
I've seen it done once or twice.
Yeah. TECO is warning customers, TECO Electric, that is warning customers of a billing scam. They're saying, I guess people are calling them up saying, you owe X amount of dollars. If you don't pay us now, we're going to shut your shit off.
Who was?
Scam artists calling TECO customers.
Oh, okay.
Which is a big electrical company down here.
I saw that.
And saying,
You got to pay your bill.
Yeah,
We're going to shut
we're
you
gonna
right
shut you down.
And they're calling local businesses for that. I saw that.
Yeah.
I saw that report.
Yep. Spacewalk underway outside the International Space Station.
They're lubing up cables or something like that.
Are they?
Yeah. Electrical cables. Learning how to lube them up.
learning how to lube up a cable.
Yeah.
There was actually a class for that?
Yeah. There's some training for that.
Okay.
Lubing up the cables for it.
We got a Trampa woman charged with DUI manslaughter. Doesn't surprise me. Doesn't surprise me one bit.
No,
and she's a young girl. January 2nd crash. Karen H. Juarez, 22 years old of Tampa, arrested Tuesday and charged with DUI manslaughter in the January 2nd fatal crash on I-275 near I-4. She drove a pickup truck that crashed, killing one of its 5 occupants. Obviously, she was drunk. And, oh yeah, .074.
0.07.
0.074.
Nah, that's DUI. That's not over the legal limit, but she's still going to be charged with vehicular manslaughter just because she was under the influence. There's a total difference between DUI and DWI.
Yeah. She lost control of the truck, which swerved across traffic onto outside shoulder and crashed into the concrete barrier wall. The truck overturned several times, during which one of the 5 occupants, 24-year-old Candace Michelle Tapia, was ejected and seriously injured. Tapia, the only occupant in the vehicle not wearing a seatbelt, died later at Tampa General Hospital. 3 other passengers suffered minor injuries.
I got into an accident where I lost control.
Where you lost control?
Oh, yeah, I lost control, supposedly. Three parked cars just jumped out in the middle of the fucking street on me.
Really?
So I accidentally crashed into them.
Oops.
I won't get into further details, but on my police report it says my front right tire blew out and I swerved into these parked cars.
Oops. So here's a good one. Look at this.
Go ahead.
We're talking, this guy must have been hauling ass.
Oh, yeah, the Ruskin restaurant?
Yeah. This guy must have been flying up the beach for his boat to come all the way that far. He's got 3, 6,
Look at him, he's
9,
got quad motors on the back.
1,200 horsepower.
Yeah, that guy was flying, and all of them are down. All of them were probably running.
You know he was ripping it. Crews plan to remove a 39-foot boat that crashed into a Ruskin restaurant late Monday afternoon. Probably. Fish and Wildlife Conservation say the 4-motor V-boat that left the water and crashed into the Sunset Grill in Little Harbor should be removed at the end of the day. There were no injuries, but the restaurant is heavily damaged. According to the Florida Wildlife Control, fog was a factor. Then
fog was a factor?
And he was flying. He became unaware of his surroundings and crashed his boat into entry into the eatery.
He says that he'd been traveling at 30, 40 miles an hour at the time. Get the hell out of here.
That's fast on the water.
It is fast on the water, but he was probably going a lot more than that.
Yeah.
He was going at a good clip.
Yeah. He was probably doing 30, 40 knots, which is way faster than 30, 40 miles an hour. Isn't it like 1.5 miles or 1.7 for the knot?
If he was doing 30 or 40 knots... he probably was going about 55, 60.
60 miles an hour.
But he's got quad friggin' motors on the back.
There's 1,200 horsepower on the back of this boat.
300 each outboard.
Yeah.
There's 4 of them on the back, and all of them are down to go.
People go, oh, yeah, it's 300 cc's. No, the 300 on there means how much horsepower that motor puts out. Yeah. If you get a Merc 110, you have a Merc Cruiser with 110 horsepower.
That's a powerful boat right there, man.
Yeah.
That V-bottom. I mean, 40 foot long. He was going
with 1,200 horsepower.
He was going.
That's crazy, dude. Crazy.
Yeah, that is crazy, man.
You know, he deserves to be charged with reckless endangerment or something, man.
Yeah, the fog was a factor. My ass, the fog was a fucking factor.
Yeah.
Excuse my.
The fog was a factor, and you were an asshole. DOJ, Department of Justice, Zimmerman did not violate civil rights. Looks like that lawsuit that they're trying to slap on him for violation of civil rights is getting shot down. The Department of Justice has decided not to charge George Zimmerman in the 2012 shooting of a 17-year-old Trayvon Martin. The Department of Justice announced Tuesday that there is not enough evidence to charge Zimmerman with a violation of Martin's civil rights. You're right. There wasn't enough evidence to charge him with a violation of civil rights. Listen, I did a whole piece on this story
about Zimmerman
when it came in, and about this kid that he killed.
Yeah.
This kid's another Michael Brown. He's a punk.
You're gonna say another punk?
He's a punk. That's what he was. Zimmerman acted out of a fear of his own life. Maybe he overacted.
He acted accordingly.
Right.
If anyone was threatening your life.
Yep. Absolutely. Now, if that was Zimmerman who shot a white dude, there would be no publicity over it. It would be just another case that went through the fucking system. But because it was some black kid, Mommy and Daddy wanted to make billions and millions and millions of dollars. That's what they saw.
What if the role was
dollar
reversed? What if it was a black guy,
You'd
on
never
trial?
hear nothing about it.
You wouldn't hear anything
Not
about
a
it.
fucking thing.
Nothing.
Be just another black guy that killed a
You
white
would see
guy.
Reverend Al Sharpton jumped in and give his fucking 2 cents.
Right. So, September, are you still there? We got about 20 minutes, and then we're going to have you call in, and we're going to have your guest on, which is going to be a very interesting show. I can't wait
Find
to.
your headphones yet?
Yes. Did you find your headphones yet, sweetie?
Are you there? Hello.
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 Hello, love.
Hello, puppet.
Hello, Pulpit. All right, what else we got? Christian Theology demoted for preaching peace. Okay.
Nice.
What else we got? Chicago Police Department caught disappearing people into secret CIA-style detention center. Why are they...
What?
I don't know, dude. I don't know. This is the anti-media.
Secret CIA detention center.
Why is the Chicago Police Department operating a secret CIA-inspired detention facility? Because our government is conspiring against us to take over, and I don't give a shit what anybody thinks. They want their own master race. And in other news, Obama votes Keystone XL pipeline legislation. And he's followed through on his promise to veto the Keystone XL pipeline. Good.
Yeah.
Huh. Alaska becomes the third state to legalize recreational cannabis, which we talked about already. Anonymous activists facing up to 3 years in prison for protesting in Ferguson. An anonymous activist is facing prison time for flexing his First Amendment right to protest. That is not going to be good for you guys if you lock this guy up. Let me just explain something to you. If you're worried about cyber attacks and shit like that, now, if you lock up this anonymous activist, you're gonna
be paying?
Huge. I don't think they realize what they're actually doing. It says Alex Pucher, 29-year-old father of 7-year-old daughter, is a determined activist who was arrested a total of 7 times in Ferguson's last year. The charge all essentially translates to one action deemed a crime: protesting. Pucher has 5 charges pending against him in the Missouri court, including 2 counts of intent, interfering with an officer, impeding traffic, refusal to dispense, and unlawful assembly. Alex Pucher has been arrested 7 times between the dates of November 19th and the 31st, and now he faces up to 3 years in jail. He was arrested for cop watching. All right, in a car full of activists in Ferguson. He videotaped the police pulling over activists, and according to his account, the routine traffic stop took a dramatic left turn when the cops found the Guy Fawkes mask in the car. As soon as the mask became visible, the traffic stop quickly escalated charges of trespassing, according to the Daily Dot. "Fuck the police, huh?" said the officer who pulled over activists. He was convinced that they were the same activists who were chanting "fuck the police." Right. Okay. They're just, Ferguson Police Department, you idiots, are digging holes now, not with shovels, okay, but with giant escalators. You're going to dig yourselves in so fucking deep, all right, that eventually your ignorance will be the cause of our first civil war in how many hundreds of years?
200?
Yes. And it's all simply due to
150?
ignorance. Yes.
150
and this is not just the police that are being ignorant. It is the fucking protesters as well. I've said this from the beginning. You want to stop and solve all of that shit? You have
But
to
the thing
change
is,
it
I haven't
from
heard
within.
anything about Ferguson in a while.
Because they were ordered.
They just cut the reports off completely
Because
of how much was going on there.
Well, they were ordered by powers that be, the mainstream media, yes, to stop reporting on Ferguson. They were told basically you will have no cooperation from the White House if you continue reporting on Ferguson. It's called media blackout. It's how they keep the country in the dark about what's really going on.
Happens every day.
Yes,
Happens all day, every day.
You can go to the Texas Tribune. Okay, they're in Ferguson all the time. There's Cop Block, Cop Watch. There's so many different places you can go that are not controlled by mainstream media. We are not mainstream media. I cannot be bought. I cannot be told what I will and will not post, broadcast, anything like that. They shut me down. I have other outlets I'll broadcast from. No big deal. When it gets to a point where they've shut me down off of everything and anything that's out there, I have the pirate capability, so I'm not worried about it. You know what I mean? I'll broadcast pirate across FM fucking...
terrestrial?
Yeah. I'll go out and buy me a 10,000 watt fucking transmitter just to blow over every and any radio station that's here in the area. 10,000 watts? Ain't nobody broadcasting over the top of me.
At that point, we got to friggin' watch our mouths.
At that point, we're pirate radio. Who gives a fuck? We're already illegal. The FCC is already trying to triangulate our signal.
And try to shut it down, you mean?
They'll come in. Let's put it to you this way. If I put up a broadcaster outside right now and start pumping out 10,000 watts over the AM and FM, it should take the FCC about an hour to triangulate our position. Unfortunately for the FCC, I'm smarter than the average bear, and I know how to do it where they'll never find me. It's called signal bouncing.
What is it, satellite, basically?
Signal bouncing. I'll bounce it off of about 30 other towers here in the area, and you'll never find it. Yeah. I learned some tricks before I came on the air.
Smarter than the average bear.
Hey, we're smarter than the average radio station. Yeah, signal bouncing is quite interesting. It's the act of using other people's towers. Do you know bears are smart? They are.
Are they?
Yes, they are. All right, best wardrobe malfunctions ever. 17 actors who in real life were gay but play straight character. Body taking its toll. We have a new pain relief. Yeah, so I got a new pain relieving solution for you. It's called cannabis, baby. Here we go.
Foolproof plan.
In Nepal, residents in Nepal woke up to 380 people are being evacuated, as a matter of fact, to like a 30-foot fucking sinkhole that opened up in the middle of the town there.
That's a big sinkhole.
That's a big damn sinkhole.
That's a big fucking hole.
What do we got here? We got a solar eclipse will plunge the UK into darkness next month. Blake and Jade, you're going to be in the dark.
That sucks.
Yeah. What else you got, Tim?
I'm going slow over here.
I'm
going slow. Yeah. Every time I click something up, it says that I have to kill my pages. Sorry.
It says, nope, sorry.
New York. School bus driver arrested as he left sleeping 9-year-old child alone on bus after the morning run. 50-year-old man from West Neck, Rockland County, was arrested with a misdemeanor charge for child endangerment. I see a lot of these freaking bus driver reports going on. I don't understand that they don't really look in the background of these people. This guy left a friggin' 9-year-old sleeping on the bus while he left the bus, unattended. How about checking the bus before you can get off?
How about walking the bus and
isn't that one of the things that they're supposed to do?
I thought it was. Yeah. This is wicked, dude. They're apparently. I'm looking at a video, a story on Bay News 9, and it's. There's 19 manatees rescued from satellite beach drain pipe.
How'd the manatees get into that drain pipe?
Crews rescued 19 manatees from a satellite beach drain pipe Monday night in an hours-long ordeal that required cutting the pipe to get them out. Now, a different kind of work begins. Repairs on the broken power cable lines, the drainage pipe that the manatees were stuck in. After rescuers left manatees in the early Tuesday morning, power and construction crews arrived, yada, yada, yada. A grate was installed over the pipe to stop the animals from entering it. It's a culvert, which is... it's a culvert. This, right here. It's... You know where the water drains into.
Oh, okay, for runoff.
Right, that's a culvert.
That drain, that grate was installed after
the manatees.
After the manatees got it.
Yeah.
Geez, 19 manatees going into this drain.
They
pipe.
followed each other into that drain.
Yeah,
pipe.
like a herd.
Yeah, that's.
And they had to cut the pipe to get everybody out, to get all the manatees out.
Yep, crane them up, out, and then release them again. I guess back in.
Where does that drain go?
I don't know.
Where does that drainage go?
What's weird is why they would even go up in there.
Because there was an opening. There was a way to get out.
Cold, and the water was warmer up in that pipe or something.
Probably,
Who
yes,
knows, dude. Look at that.
Wow, look at that pipe cut.
Yep, they cut the pipes, the cables, all sorts.
How do they know that there was manatees in there?
Look at that.
Yeah, I can see that. Any
rolled over?
Any deaths?
No,
they all survived.
Yeah, they all survived.
That's good.
Likely followed one initial manatee into the pipe as they moved towards fresh water, but officials said the situation is unpredictable. The manatees have been congregating in canals in the area lately because of the cold weather. With more rain in the forecast, they're worried that the manatees could drown in the pipe. So that's why they had to get them out, because they're what's that?
Protected species. There's divided costs.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Every time I click something up, it goes slow to go back. Pasco neighborhood divided over cost of flood prevention plan.
No shit. All right, I'm going to get the phone line up because we got September Pierce going to be calling in here soon. I hope she's still with us. Found her headphones and
she's all prepared to call in with her.
I think so.
Her guest.
Yeah, I think so. Let me text her and see if she.
There's a plan in place for Pasco County neighborhoods stay dry when flood water rises. But the plan,
Talk to the microphone a little more.
the plan's price tag is dividing the subdivision. When some residents in Timber Oaks hear the sound of rain, it can be scary sometimes. Many times for 3 or 4 weeks. Problems because of emergency vehicles can't get through. Is there a real big flood problem in the Pasco County area and Newport Richey?
Yeah. Here's a shout out to Kevin Mazarel. What's up, buddy? Thanks for watching. Thanks for checking us out. It's actually John's son.
Oh,
yeah, nice. John's oldest. Or no, that's Brian. Sorry, Kev. He's like, yo, what the fuck, dude? Who? You don't even know who the fuck I am?
I don't know how old I am?
No, Kevin is actually the youngest, and Brian is the oldest. Shout out to Kev. I got a voicemail here on my cell phone, and I don't know what the number was from, and my phone,
I don't know who it was.
Now fucking locked up. What a piece of shit. Brand new cell
phone locking up on you. Thank you, Apple.
Yeah.
Minneapolis police officer was shot Saturday morning. There was little doubt that the officer was the intended target. The wounded officer was a part of 2 who had just finished responding to a report of burglary when he was shot just before 5 a.m. Minneapolis police said in a statement his partner promptly drove him to the North Memorial Medical Center. Assistant Police Chief Matt Clark told reporters Saturday afternoon that the officer was standing outside of his car, doing well, and he's in fair condition. A man was arrested in connection with the burglary and reported domestic assault. Police took 43-year-old Andrew Neal, who is suspected of violating his probation, is in custody right now. Detectives are investigating whether there is a link between the domestic violence and the burglary and the shooting. The woman who reported the alleged assault is cooperating with authorities, of course. Police believe the wounded officer wasn't the target, but was shot simply because he was a police officer. Is that the reason why he was shot? I don't know.
Who knows, brother?
You're in the suspect was in a burglary and domestic violence, and an officer does get shot over being an officer responding to the call.
I don't know.
The officer was shot and well respected by coworkers and does an excellent job. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that.
He done a great job.
He done a great job. He was an officer. He's doing his job. He's standing outside of his car and he gets shot. Come on. bullshit. I see. Why? The battery died?
No, the battery didn't die.
We're having technical difficulties with cameras over here. Amber Alerts canceled after 3-year-old was taken by dad, found safe. Is an Amber Alert for children who are lost?
Yeah.
That's what Amber Alert is?
Yep.
Polk County woman missing since 1986 identified. This was an old report, actually.
Was it?
Yeah. In 1986, a woman was killed by a train in Winter Haven, but no one knew who the woman was at the time. The 41-year-old woman was identified as Cheryl Seltzer. She was killed February 21st, 1986, when she was struck by an oncoming train in the railroad tracks in the year 21st Street Southwest. It was ruled as an accident. At the time of her death, Seltzer was living with her husband and 3 daughters in Winter Haven. According to the Polk County Sheriff's Office, her husband told the girls her mother had run away. She was not reported as a missing person at the time. I guess it took 28 years for DNA tests to conclude that she was identified as Cheryl Seltzer.
Wow.
That's a long time.
28 years.
28
and
years.
then you have closure that your mother's
Then
gone.
you have closure that your mother actually died.
Not
back
left
in
you.
in 1986. I'm sitting here sweating.
You're hot, bro?
Yeah, I'm hot.
So take your jacket off, dude.
I don't know. I was just sitting there sweating. I don't know what. All of a sudden, I just got a heat flash.
Really? I don't know.
Menopause, man. Menopause.
Yeah, right. September, if you are out there, phone line is open, ready for you, 352-556-1321. Just tried to text her with no response, so I'm not sure what's going on here.
She fell asleep.
I hope not.
It's nap time. Look at me. I'm going bald, man. Look at that bald spot you can see right there.
Hey, wait. Let's switch cameras.
Look at that.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, look at that.
Damn, dude.
Badly.
Yeah, see.
I'm going to have to shave my head before we go up to Oklahoma.
I
got a couple of grooming things I got to do before I go up there, actually.
Oh, God. Here we go. So I'm calling September on my personal cell phone right now. For those of you that are watching, you see me with this big thing up against my face.
Big tablet in your ear? Yeah.
This phone is ridiculously huge.
It's huge.
Good morning, September. Well, you're not live, but I'm still live. I'm calling you on my cell phone, but just calling to see if you were ready. It's that time. All right. I will call you.
Our guest, September Pierce.
I will call you in about 2 minutes on the studio line.
In a matter of seconds. I'm sorry, folks. He's just talking on the phone with September Pierce right now, seeing if she's all ready to
text me as soon as you're ready.
There.
You got it. All right. All right, bye. All right, so that was September on my personal cell that I just gave her a shot. So she needs about 30 seconds, which it'll take me that long to.
I know. I was just gonna say it's gonna take you that long. She doesn't have.
I can hear her. She's running through the house, trying to get her headphones and her charger and everything.
She's running through the house.
You can hear her running. It's funny. Yeah.
Are you sure she's running?
Yeah, I'm sure.
Oh yes, I am sure she's running.
Look, I'm already fucking up. I'm dialing a 352 area code, which is here in Florida.
It's one of those days.
That's not
Doesn't it feel like a fucking Monday? Tell me it doesn't feel like a Monday.
To me, it does. Yeah.
Yesterday having the day off, you know, doing a replay. I don't know.
We have a lot of that coming up.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, because the whole day that we travel.
Oh my God.
There's going to be dead air. I'm not even putting on the automation software because I want to be able to kick in.
No, because I'll be walking through the friggin' the airport with the camera.
Broadcasting, yeah.
Oh no, are we
I'm going to have the radio show going. Hell yeah, we're going to broadcast talk shit right from the damn fucking.
I didn't know you were going to broadcast
right
right before the plane ride.
Right on the tarmac, buddy. We're going to be sitting in the airport at the terminal broadcasting the show.
You hear that?
Yeah, I don't. Oh. I just hit the wrong damn button.
Jesus.
September, I'm sorry.
You're so nice.
You saw that, right?
I saw that. You
reached right over and hit the...
You pushed the red button.
Yeah.
You pushed the green one, not the red one.
I hit the red button.
Jesus.
Yeah. Good morning.
Good
How
morning.
Are you?
We're not talking about you.
I know. We'll be out in a bit. No, she's got my little buddy here. Yeah. Oh, see? Now she's like, fuck him. I ain't calling back. What?
She walked in. Shh. She just walked
All
in.
right,
She
so
can hear us now.
What am I doing?
You can hear us
And
out
now
there.
I'm calling her back on the wrong damn phone like an idiot.
If Silent Mission's listening to us, you can listen to us out there.
Yeah. All right, so we're going to get September Pierce on the line right now.
You look tired.
And here we go.
And it's ringing.
Yes, it is.
I'm trying to get the number.
Trying to get the number.
That's okay. I called you back from my cell phone for some ungodly reason and then hit shut it off. Look at him. Isn't he beautiful, dude? That's Olympus.
I can't find the number.
What number?
Oh, am I on live air?
Yes, you are.
You're on live right now on Talk Shit.
Hello.
Good morning, September.
Good
How are
morning,
you?
September. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to throw you out in the air like that.
Although I thought I was supposed to call back, so now I'm out of breath, and I've been fumbling around for a phone number that obviously I wasn't even supposed to have. So, okay. Okay.
She's like, what's the number I got to call into the radio? We're on the radio.
I'm not even supposed to have one.
Yeah, we're on the radio.
Are you even awake yet?
She has not
She
gone to
has not
sleep
gone
yet.
to sleep.
Tommy, how do you know? Are you stalking me all the way from Florida?
I am. I could see your page just by looking at the times of your post.
No, I haven't. Yeah, I haven't slept. Okay, I'm like, yeah, I'm tired, but it's okay.
So-
if I just do like a virtual slap if I start to do the
Nice.
Yeah. We'll put up some stagers when you start to do that.
let's make a Morse code right now. Just do something like.
She goes in Morse code. A little secret code. Muskrat.
Or just be like. Beep.
Yeah, I could do that. I got the buzzer.
Oh God! Oh my God! My ears. Okay, that's good.
That was me.
I'll stop. I'll stop.
Our listeners are deaf also, right?
Yeah, I do that to them all the time. So this morning, September, we're going to be talking to a Fable Green, correct?
Yes.
And he owns or is part of Trip Industries?
Trip Industries. Yes.
Sounds wicked. Tell me something about it.
Bobby is a part of Trip Industries. Trip Industries is a dispensary. It's a compassionate care, very patient-directed. He does so many things as far as cannabis culture. He has a patient line of topicals. I mean, this guy is just, he's way advanced on the level of care that it comes to in the cannabis industry. I've talked to a lot of people in this community, in this culture, and since speaking with Bobby, he is definitely on a cutting edge level, definitely on a higher level, and that is, I'm not saying that, I'm being literal.
Yeah.
Like,
What is his main product in the cannabis industry?
well, no, there is no main product. He does all products.
Oh, wow.
He has cannabis. He has edibles. He has clothing. He has, like we're going to discuss skincare topicals today. Bobby takes care of people. And the thing, though, is Bobby takes care of patients. I had a young man who is battling stage 4 Ewing sarcoma. And he's 22 years old.
Wow. That's really
I
young.
have a lot of bad feedback right now.
You're getting feedback right now?
Yeah, I can't hear.
Like, what do you mean, from the phone?
Yes.
You can't hear us? Is that what you're saying?
I'm like getting feedback from myself.
Interesting. I'm trying to adjust it, so
Yeah.
just tell me when it stops.
Okay.
Yeah, because I can't hear it on that end.
Yeah, we can't hear it on your end.
Yeah.
Oh, we hear you coming in loud and clear.
I can't even hear you guys anymore.
You can't hear us anymore?
not good.
Okay, hold on. Let me see what's going on here.
Why doesn't she drop us and call us back?
Yeah, let me drop you and call back.
Call from
Okay.
your line instead
All
of
right.
us calling you.
But what's the number?
It's 352-556.
Wait.
352.
I don't have a pen, and my phone's going to die.
Are you
Oh, my God.
are you on
I'm
on
going
a
to
chat?
Facebook it to you right now. Or I'll
Oh, wait, hold on.
I'll put it in the
Wait,
chat.
hold on a second.
Are you on our chat
No,
still?
Wait, hold on. Okay, wait.
I beat you.
Okay, what is it?
352-556-1321. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Go ahead and give us a call back, and I'll dump this call now. I don't know why it's doing that.
I don't know why. I think it's on her side over there, the connection.
I don't know, dude.
She's coming in loud and clear on our end over here.
Yeah.
Over here.
So yeah, once we get this little sound problem straightened out, we'll go ahead and we'll get September on, and we'll let her take the reins and get her caller on and take care of business here. So, but no, I don't know.
I wish I had an email. I mean, a
website.
A website, yeah, an
Yeah.
address, something like that.
Yeah. We just the number is up on the chat. September, if I don't know what happened to her.
She says number. It says it on the chat.
It's right there.
She should be able to see it right now. Please. I'm having a
There
little
it is.
technical
Yeah, a little technical difficulties,
with
folks.
with the phone lines over here. Sorry about that.
I'm not sure what happened with the sound on the phone all of a sudden.
No, she was coming in loud and clear, and I guess we started cutting out on her end. Loyalty, Trip Industries.
Yeah, I thought I had the soundboard all set. I guess I didn't.
You did have it all set, didn't you? It was coming in.
I did.
It was coming in perfect.
It was set up the other day. I did a bunch of audio on it, and there we go. Now we've got September calling us in. So, how's that, September? Any better?
Much better.
Okay.
Oh, wait,
Jack her
oh my
up a little
gosh,
bit.
this is so weird. Well, okay, I'll live with it. I'm getting so much weird feedback. Okay.
Like what? Like
So anyway,
what kind of feedback are you getting? Do you have us on speed?
When I talk, my voice is like
Echoing?
an echo,
Oh, okay, all right.
and your voices are like echoes.
Tell me when it goes away.
Okay, I'll just keep talking.
Yeah,
So
I'm going to try and
anyway,
adjust it. Yeah.
Bobby is awesome, so I will get him on the phone, and we're going to talk about skincare. We're going to talk about some terpene information. You guys know that I have Cannabis for Wellness on Facebook. However, I've had to put that group on secret. There's been some drama with my account getting hacked into, and I've had to protect that for people's anonymity. I've had to put it on secret. So I've been kind of doing some curriculum in that group, and with cannabinoid education and terpenes, and also getting into in-depth as far as cannabinoids and terpene and the entourage effect. So I did do a refresher today in the National Cannabis Patient Wall, if those of you are listening. And I'm going to go into some really cool ski information with Bobby on the phone. And I'm going to post the information after on my public page. And I know that everybody will want to go get that little tidbit that I have compiled because it's invaluable information. And so I'm going to get Bobby on the phone, and we'll get talking, shooting the shit.
Now, are we going to be talking about the sage and lavender?
Tropical?
I'm sorry?
Sage, lavender, pine, oranges, lemon.
That I'm looking at on Facebook.com right now on Trip Industries, what they have out right now. The the UV protection glass, so you don't have to worry about light integrating in your serum ever. It was a post that was posted on the 23rd of February. It seems like
We're going to be talking about topicals. I'm going to let Bobby talk about his topicals. But as far as what you're just saying about sage and all those types of things
Yes.
that you put in oils,
Yes.
those would be considered terpenes,
Okay.
like what I just said.
Yes.
So you're awesome, Tommy.
Did you call me Tommy?
And so we're going to get a little in-depth in that. And so, yeah, but I have some really cool stuff to talk about, like the fact that you can get THC not even from cannabis. There's other things out there that you can go to your grocery store, and you can get THC and CBDs.
See, and that's awesome. People don't even know about this shit.
No, they don't. So let's get going.
Absolutely. Go ahead, give them a call. We're going to let you pretty much run the interview. Timmy and I are going to just sit back, engineer the show for you, and let you take over.
Okay, cool. So I'm going to figure out how to do this now.
You can just probably put us on hold. Go ahead, call him up, and then kick back in. So.
Okay. I got it.
You got it? All right, cool.
All right.
And in the meantime, we're going to be just sitting here talking shit, waiting for you to come back in with your caller.
Okay.
What's that?
I think she went on hold to put the three-way up.
And we just lost her.
Oh, she hit the wrong button.
Yeah.
That's all right. And she's going to have to do a conference call with three-way on her phone.
Yeah.
Because there's no way that we could do it over here.
No, unfortunately. The system that I have set up for conference calling is flawless. Beautiful system. But it will not let the Magic Jack call. Or the Magic Jack won't call it or some shit. So I'm not sure what the deal is with that. We did lose September off the phone there. But as soon as she gets her caller on the air, I do believe she will.
She will call back.
Yes, or we'll call her back.
I actually didn't know that there was over-the-counter remedies that you could buy at the drugstore.
Really?
Yeah.
No shit.
I didn't know that you could do that.
With cannabis in them.
With cannabis, yes,
Yeah.
with cannabis.
Did you
in
put
them.
that up on Talk Shit's page?
I did.
Okay, cool. I'm going to go check it out.
I actually am going to post it on our other page as well.
Yeah, cool deal.
So
Cool deal.
Get that going.
Yeah. And again, I apologize for a little bit of a technical difficulty. We are trying to do something we haven't done before, and that's have one of our callers, which is September, who's actually going to be one of our hosts, call in until we get the satellite set up. We'll be dealing with it this way, but once we get the satellite set up, we'll have her it'll sound and look like she's sitting right here in the studio with us. So, which will actually be her sitting in a studio in Laguna Beach, California. So, yeah.
And we can switch back and forth while she's on, her show. Sit there and switch back to us, and then we could be talking at the same time.
Right, and that is her calling back. Wow, that is loud.
That's just the phone line.
Yeah, September, welcome back.
Hello, Bobby.
Yes.
Hey,
Okay,
Bobby, how are you?
Are we all together?
Yeah, we're all together. We can hear you loud and clear. You're live with Talk Shit Radio, Bobby. How you doing?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
We're doing awesome over here. You got Tim and Lou.
And yeah, and in all actuality, we're going to shut up, sit back, and listen, and we're going to let you and September talk away. So, Talk Shit Radio Network, everyone. We have September Pierce and Bobby. What is your name, Bobby?
Bobby Lanier from Trip Industries.
September Pierce, Bobby Lanier from Trip Industries. So, guys, take it away.
Awesome. What's up, brother?
Not much. How you doing, September?
I'm good. How are you?
Doing great. Just taking some clones over here.
Oh, sweet. That's sweet. So, anyways, we are going to be talking about some skin, and we're going to be talking about the awesome topicals that you've got going on. I've read the reviews. I know that there's some people out there that read the reviews from some patients that have been using your topicals, and I cannot wait to get a hold of a jar of that because I know that I've been in so much pain with my arm, and I cannot wait to get a hold of that because seriously.
I I know a lot of people here in Florida that could use those topicals too. So yeah, this is going to be interesting to us.
Yeah.
We're definitely going to get some up to September to get her some to use. It's definitely, I've heard her story, and her story is amazing, what she's been through.
Yeah, it is.
And the topicals that we've made, I formulated for my wife. She has a disease in her hands called Raynaud's phenomenon, and where the arteries and veins in her hands spasm to the point where it's not getting enough blood flow to where her nails actually rot and fall off. And so there's no cure for it, and that's one of the reasons we formulated these serums for is to help her. It's the only thing that gives her relief, and we have been able to find out in the process through just giving it to people and trying to relieve pain for people that it works for many other things very, very effectively.
Yep, awesome. Yeah, I cannot wait. And now that you just said that, Bobby, I'm going to be rubbing that on my nails and my hands, because I'll tell you, I have some problems with, lately my hands have been getting, like, swollen and stuff. I don't know. It's weird, but, yeah, like swollen and stuff. It's odd, but, it's weird how cannabis can do so much for the skin all over, and how important it is that we get cannabinoids on our skin. I mean, just the fact alone that it's so essential to have CBD, not so much necessarily THC, but cannabis preparation, and they've been repeatedly shown to alleviate symptoms of chronic skin conditions like eczema, psoriasis, your wife's condition. And the endocannabinoid system appears to play an important role in the regulation of various key processes involved in inflammation and balance of the EC system that may even be a major underlying cause, right?
Yes.
So, like chronic skin complaints like psoriasis or eczema, like formerly known as atopic dermatitis, that may occur due to a genetic or environmental or lifestyle influence, or be a combination of the three. So psoriasis may also afflict individuals taking certain prescription medications, including beta blockers, NSAIDs, or, lithium. So those with severely weakened immune systems, like patients that, cancer patients, or even patients with HIV sufferers, prevalence of psoriasis and it varies widely between those people, and in other countries also. It's estimated that around 2 to 4% are in Western countries. So a lot of lifestyle influences affect skin too.
Of course, and with those lifestyle choices that we make, that everyone makes in daily life, some of them are forced to make, using cannabis serum or lotion or any kind of topical is going to help combat all those free radicals that we expose ourselves to every day.
Yeah, like just obesity, smoking, stress, general ill health, poor diet, alcohol consumption. I mean, environmental causes.
Almost anything you can think of. Almost
exactly.
Anything.
It's the largest organ on our body.
It is. Yeah. And the cool thing about that is with the cannabis and that being the largest organ in our body, that's what I was getting at, is there's so many different things that cannabis can help us treat and protect against those things that we're exposed to every day. And so it's all about bringing the awareness and the education to people, to make them aware of the things that they can do for themselves and not have to rely on a medical professional to make them healthy. They can grow their own cure.
Right. Exactly. That's true. I know you were telling me, you can make it yourself, and also, that was awesome, but I was just like, I'd rather just get yours.
And there's people out there that, growing your own isn't for everyone, but then, for those people that are like that, there's people like us that are more than willing to help and to get them what they need.
Yeah,
right.
Not everybody has the knowledge as well, so, it's
right.
it's up to people like you guys to educate.
but it's wonderful to have people like you, Bobby, who do this. I mean,
I'm just the hands. You have so much more on the game when it comes to the science of it. We couldn't do it without each other. It's the one lever street.
Okay, I do know this. Like hemp seed oil, it's been blithely used in cosmetics throughout the war on drugs. Okay, so this is because it contains only trace elements of THC, delta-9, tetrahydrocannabinol, whatever you want to call it. Mm-hmm. The active ingredient in marijuana. But hemp particularly is ambiguous in shampoos and conditioners. It's rich in omega-3 and omega-6 fatty acids. And it is a great element for your hair, which makes, it using cannabinol-rich hemp products as exfoliants, cleansers, eye cream, gel masks, moisturizers, serums, throughout your whole body, this is turning out to be an actual real deal here. Okay, like you should be doing this. There's clinical research that cannabinoids have anti-aging, antioxidant properties. It's been published in the Journal of Federation of American Societies for Experimental Biology. Their findings are confirming that cannabinoids are responsible for lipid production, for regulating conditions such as dry skin or acne, and their preclinical data encourages one to explore whether endocannabinoid system acting agents can be exploited in management of common skin disorders. So, I mean, I personally do use skincare products also, CBD-rich skincare products on a skincare line on a daily basis. No, I don't only use oils. I use on my face skincare line. I believe, like I just explained, it's a let's just face it, just about everyone that's gone through their teenage years has experienced acne at one point or another, right?
Yep.
Unfortunately, yeah.
For the few that haven't, congratulations for winning the genetic lottery. But, I mean, I know that I've had my fair share of acne growing up. I mean, even now at 34, I still get acne from time to time. So I've tried a lot of stuff to get rid of it. Because my acne, wasn't just a little bit of acne. I've had some, major problems with acne. Mm-hmm. And so new studies have been released that CBD can help treat acne. And actually a study was published recently in the Journal of Clinical Investigation and the National Institute of Health, and they found that cannabis compound often provides potential treatment for acne. And what I'm getting at is even oil compound is treating my acne.
And in every aspect of the sense, it's contradicting itself being oil. But that's
exactly. Isn't that weird?
How amazing this is. It's crazy. I mean, most people won't believe you until they try it.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone thinks that oils are what's causing it, and most aspects of the sense it is. But this oil is what's going to solve it.
It never ceases to amaze me. Cannabis never ceases to amaze me.
There's so much that we don't know about it that it's just amazing with that fact alone.
It's the most...
The stuff we're finding out every day is mind-boggling. Every time I talk to September, I learn something new.
Yeah.
There's so much out there that we can find out and cure.
I mean, yeah, it is so versatile, cannabinoids, that I think it should be legal, obviously, in every state, especially because it doesn't, what we're even talking about right now, it doesn't induce euphoria. And if you suffer from acne or what I just previously talked about, and you can't get your hands on, CBD oil, if you're listening right now out there, I encourage you to I'm going to start blogging about my experiences with oils and skincare products. But the thing that I want to touch on is the fact how other things in our environment and around us play key roles to make other things work, meaning an entourage effect. You know what I mean? Like in your oils, Bobby, you have to put other things in it, right?
Correct. And we get into the essential oils. The essential oils that you're getting into and touching base on are more than just in THC. We put lavender and sage and juniper in our serums.
Right.
Those three things, not only do they help with anti-inflammatory and relaxation and anti-anxiety, not to mention antibacterial stuff, but those things also have amounts of THC and CBDs in them, which also go to it. And there's also other herbs and foods and vegetables out there that have been told that have CBDs and THC.
Yeah, we were talking about that earlier.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, yeah, there are. So those of you that are listening, you can actually be getting CBDs, THC, CBG, a little bit of THCV from just actual foods and things right at the grocery store. Like Bobby was just talking about lavender, and lavender is such a wonderful, it's a beautiful flower, it's a beautiful herb, it's an anti-anxiety, like you said. It's a sedative on inhalation, so when you smell it, you actually get sedated. Okay, I mean, how wonderful is that?
It's amazing.
I know.
I like it already.
I already know because you have a lavender oil that I'm going to get pain relief. You know why? Because it's a local anesthetic.
I didn't know that.
Naturally, it is a local anesthetic. So when I put that on my skin, I know that my skin is going to get numb.
I didn't know that. That's actually very interesting.
Yes. It's also an analgesic via your analgesic, which is a chemical that you make in your own body. And it's something else that coincides with the plant within itself. It's an anticonvulsant.
Which is also a natural occurring pain reliever, am I correct?
An anticonvulsant means that it helps your body. Well, for instance, a seizure is when you convulse.
Yep. Which is very, very beneficial.
Yeah.
An anticonvulsant, it makes your body not convulse. It's an anticonvulsant. Lewis, I'm getting so much feedback I can't even hear.
I'm trying, sweetheart. I really am trying to get this board right.
Yeah, I can get the feedback too. I don't know if it's an echo or people talking.
Like, what feedback are you getting? Is it just white noise?
Is it just echo?
They can't
It's echoing. It sounds like there's a fourth person.
Yeah, it's crazy.
All right, I'm gonna keep working on it. Just keep going, guys. I'll try and get rid of it.
Okay.
So, I mean, lavender is just it's a completely priceless. It's got CBD, it's got CBG, it's got THC, it's got THCV in it, and it's got CBDV in it.
Which all that combined with everything else that you can use with it just makes it such almost just like a superfood. It's amazing.
Another superfood, and this is going to blow people's minds. Another superfood is a lemon. A lemon contains mass amounts of CBDs. They contain CBGs and THC.
That's amazing.
Are we getting better?
Lemon? No, we're not getting better. Lemons are very potent immunostimulant when you inhale them.
When you inhale a lemon?
When you take a lemon and you breathe it in, you are stimulating your immune system. Okay?
That's pretty cool.
That's amazing. I know all sorts of stuff about lemons, but not breathing it.
And then they're an apoptosis of breast cancer cells, meaning they reverse mutated breast cancer cells. And it's active against acne bacteria, so it's good for acne. And it's a dermaphyte, and it's a gastroesophageal reflux, meaning it helps your gastric system.
Not to mention, it's an
Now, I'm backing all of this up with proof after the show on my public page. Everybody can get a wonderful little gorgeous piece of paper all to themselves with all this information on it. And it's all backed by the people who did the studies and everything. This is no joke. Another really good piece of... this is so bad, isn't it, Bobby?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to get it, but it's only you guys that are hearing it. I'm listening to the broadcast, and it's flawless.
I know, but I can't talk. It's hurting me.
It's reverbing back, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'm trying to get it as we go. So.
Okay. Well, another thing that's really interesting is pepper, black pepper. That contains CBDs and THC, lots of THC and CBD, but more THC. And it's a very good gastric cytoprotective. It's an anti-malarial, and it's selective CB2 agonist, meaning that black pepper is an agonist to CB2, meaning it's a link to a synthase or biosynthesis process. It's a treatment of pruritus, and it's a treatment of addiction. Okay?
Now, just so people listening understand, what kind of pepper are you talking about?
Black pepper.
Just everyday black pepper that people use on their food.
Yep.
That's amazing.
Mm-hmm. Green tea. We've got some green tea going on here. There's THC, CBN, and CBG in green tea. And we all know that green tea prevents vitamin A tetrogenesis. It's GABA via SSADH inhibition. It's a breakdown of chlorophyll. It's the bomb. And oranges contain THC and CBN. Oranges is a sedative. It's a skin penetrant. It's a potent anti-malarial, Rogurus. It's an anti-asthenial activity, and it's great. So oranges are if you start to really think about what you're eating. Wait, it was okay. Now you're messed it up again, Lewis.
How's that? Better?
Okay, let me just talk for a second. Yeah, that seems a little bit better. Lemon balm has THCA, CBGA, and CBC and CBG in it. Lemon balm is awesome because it decreases platelet aggregation. It's an antifungal, and it's basically an antifungal comparable to a medication called ciprofloxacin and also succinylcholine. It's an insecticidal and it's an anti-feeding.
And these are all in things that people eat on a daily basis.
These are all things people
they were
can go
getting
get.
the THC and CBDs every day.
These are all things people can get.
And this is what people. This is the knowledge that people need to have and to be aware of, because it brings the power back to the cannabis. All the people that have been out and they're all about health and everything like that, but they're anti-cannabis. They don't even know that they're getting the THC and CBDs from other products every day.
What we're trying to explain to everybody is that our bodies have an indigenous endocannabinoid system. Okay? We have a system in our bodies that requires these chemicals. THC, CBD, CBG, THCV.
Yes.
It is found in the foods that I'm telling you. Hops, we've got CBD, CBD, THC, CBD, CBG. Hops blocks inflammation. It's an analgesic again. It's sedating. It's a muscle relaxant. Hops is an actual hypnotic. You can get hypnotized off of hops.
Now, you're talking, let me ask you something, September, hops. You're talking barley hops and rice hops? Or is this completely different?
No.
Same hops?
I'm talking about hops. Just plain old hops.
The hops that is in alcohol.
Beer hops.
The
Yeah,
hops
what they use to brew
that they
beer,
use
yeah.
for beer.
Yep, yep. Wow.
One of the ingredients used in beer.
That's amazing.
Not to mention the body care, but Bobby, are you experimenting with shampoos, conditioners, lip balms, anything like that, or is it just lotions?
Yes.
For right now.
No, we actually make tinctures, serums. We also make soap, edibles.
Yep.
Our shea butter mango soap is unreal. It has a keep exfoliant in it.
Now, there's no harsh chemicals in your products, right? No sulfates, no petroleum. It's all natural products.
No, of course they're all 100% organic. We won't use anything that's not organic. That's the whole point of it. We want to make everyone healthy. We don't need to be putting anything in there they don't need.
So I guess you guys are using ingredients like ginseng, cocoa butter, also in some of the lotions that you guys have on your line.
Yes, 100% coconut butter, shea butter, coconut oil, 100% organic.
Because I use cocoa butter every single day. Every time I get it out of the shower, I always use cocoa butter. To moisten my skin.
You should be using hemp oil.
Well, the cocoa butter with the hemp oil in it is just a double it's a double punch right there. You're getting everything you need right there in a shea butter or a hemp oil soap combined into one, and that's kind of what we've done. I'll get some out to you so you guys can try it.
That'd be cool. That would be awesome. Really, really.
It's the thing is and there's wonderful skincare lines that are strictly cannabis directed. Cannabis beauty defined I use for your face. I mean, for us women who want a skincare line that's woo, and Cannabis Beauty Defined is absolutely out of this world. It's using the actual higher, it's there. It's when I've used Proactive. I've used the harsh chemicals.
I've used harsh chemicals also. Actually, when I had bad acne, I would just take alcohol or witch hazel, and I would use that on my face.
Oh, me too.
Yeah.
I would burn the
I think we're all guilty of that one.
And then it dries out your skin, and then what do you use to soften up your skin,
Yeah, I would just be flaking my skin.
Yeah.
But since I've been using the cannabis beauty products, just cannabis, and, I'll run out of, whatever, my Cannabis Beauty Defined, and I will go and get a different solve or whatever and use it on my face. And, it's fine. As long as it's got the cannabis in it, you're going to be fine.
Cannabis is key.
Yeah, and it's literally the fountain of youth, because I suffer from a condition where my skin darkens in certain areas, and since I've been using CBD rich products, those are just naturally going away. And when you think about it, okay, patient tumors are being melted inside their bodies, literally, from cannabis treatment. Well, why wouldn't my face start to heal and become useful if I continually use cannabis on my body and face? You know what I mean?
Oh, 100%.
It starts to make sense. So I started to see this, and I'm like, oh my God, seriously, this is like crazy. I mean, I put it everywhere, like as close as I can get to underneath my eye. Sometimes I put it in my eyes. I'm like, oh my God.
Yeah, but it ain't gonna hurt you.
No, it's not.
It might burn a little bit. Yeah, it might burn a little bit, but it ain't gonna hurt you.
It doesn't even burn. It
Really?
just like leaves a little film for a second and it's gone. Your body needs it.
I got some eucalyptus infused stuff. That'll burn your ass. You don't want to. You don't want to. Yeah, you don't want to put that shit in certain spots. You got to be careful with the eucalyptus infused stuff.
That's
yeah.
like icy hot in the jockstrap. That's
Oh my God! Don't even go there because yeah, I was bad when I was a kid. But anyway.
Yeah, I mean, I've done some crazy stuff to my skin in the past to try and get it normal, and then now that cannabis, you know, we're starting to understand that our endogenous system needs what, you know, the plant that God made us coincide with here on Earth. I mean, it's just how it's supposed to be.
Bobby, let me ask you a question.
Or other food.
I'm sorry, September. Go ahead.
Go.
Oh, okay. Let me ask you a question, Bobby. With Trip Industries, now this is a public company, correct? Or have you gone public yet?
Correct.
You okay? So it is it is a public company. Now, as far as your products are already to market, or are you still in R&D?
The way the laws go right now, our company, we sell apparel and other 420 lifestyle and accessories, and a lot of the proceeds from that go to make these serums and stuff like that we donate to a lot of people. Because we can't legally sell that stuff, and we're not really in it for the money. We're in it the healing of the nation and the One Love part of the industry. And so our company does a lot just to be able to donate, these serums and that type of stuff to people that need it.
Yeah, that's quite noble, bro. That's absolutely unreal.
Bobby was the only one who stepped forward when I needed help with Tyler, the young man who's fighting for his life, who came to Colorado.
Yep. Which we do have up on the Facebook page for everyone to see.
Bobby was the one who immediately was just like, I've got him. You know, I've got his back. And seriously, he took care of Tyler, and he got him all kinds of stuff. He even hooked up the kid with clothes.
That's awesome.
I mean, you know, it was super cool of Trip, Industries to do what they did. And I seriously don't know what I was going to do because I seriously, wasn't feeling the love. And, I mean, immediately, as soon as I got geared to where all of a sudden, I don't even know how I ended up in the conversation that I did. I was just like, please lead me to where I need to go. And I just bumped into a conversation, and then immediately Bobby was like, hey, I've got him.
One thing I've noticed in this industry, guys, and there's a lot of people that say they're like you, Bobby, and say they do the things that you do, but don't. You see where I'm going with this? Especially here in this state. That's one thing I've learned here in Florida, because we're still fighting legislation and all of this bullshit that's going on. There's one thing that irks me about so-called caregivers is money motivation behind it. Don't get me wrong. There's the natural progression of money that comes in with the industry. It is what it is. You can't avoid it. But when you're in it,
but it's the people it's the people using the One Love name and lifestyle and industry to create it to pad their wallet. They're giving care to their wallet is what they're doing.
Correct.
Because it affects you in a personal level with your wife, you said?
Yes.
Well, not only that, it actually puts damage to people like you because it leaves a bad taste in people's mouth.
Very much so.
Yes, it's very hard for me to unfortunately for myself, I'm a good judge of character, and when I sit and I talk to people, and you could just like read right through certain people when you hear them talk, that they don't give a shit about anybody but their own selves, and it's really nice to hear and talk to somebody who is completely and utterly not like that. And I want to thank you for that, because me personally, it's personal for me as well at this point, and so again, thank you for what you do. You know what I mean? Without people like you, like September, without people like you that step up, like September said, and do what they say, and follow through on what they say they're going to do, and
that there's no hidden agenda with you.
Correct.
Basically.
Thank you. That's basically what I'm trying to say.
That's basically what he was trying to push out, is because you're for the medical purpose of this.
Yeah. And
to help people.
It's recognizable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And I appreciate that, guys.
There's no differentiating between speaking with Bobby and speaking with other people. I speak with other people. I've spoken with other people. I've dealt with other people. I don't even have to speak with them. I've dealt with them virtually.
I've got somebody I want to introduce you to, September. It's a law firm who is down here in Florida preaching propaganda, but that's a whole nother show, sweetheart.
Yeah, I just, I've gotten to the point where, it's just, I can start to see, I'm starting to see through basically, pardon my French, the bullshit.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm out there. I throw information out there. I provide information to everybody and anybody.
I see all your posts.
It's almost like, it's funny how people kind of twist it and screw it and bend it to where, like, they can't just spam and repost it, right? They have to actually take extra steps and mutate it and screw it around to make it look like
their work, right? Yeah, right.
And it's like,
when it comes to shit like that, plagiarize my ass.
But it's actually, guess what? It's actually flattering to me, because if you're willing to go through that extent, really, to use my brains,
Major compliment.
you're seriously just flattering me, because honestly, if you're that stupid, you can't go out and do your own research.
Look, we say it all the time. Google it; it's free.
I'm sorry for you. Yeah, I'm sorry for you.
Yeah. So Bobby, tell me more about Trip Industries and what they do. I mean, that's what this is really about, right?
We're here just to help people. We came from I grew up in California. I lived in Utah for the last 15 years, and so I've been growing and selling weed illegally for the better part of a decade. And once my wife, she just got diagnosed with her disorder about 3 years ago. We spent a lot of money trying to figure out what was going on with her hands and getting tests done, trying to find out if it was arthritis or if it was RA or what it was. And nothing ever came of it. And then finally, they told us what it was, and after thousands of dollars, told us it was that Raynaud's. And so even then, we started getting more into the illegal side of marijuana in a non-legal state. And so we moved out here to Colorado last July, when we started doing the development of all the products that we use. And this right now, the serum that we have now, is getting to the point of perfection. It doesn't work. There's no one that it doesn't work for. Do we have other things? We make another tincture that you can take orally. You can put it in a vape pen and smoke it, or vape it. You can put it topically. There's a lot of things that you can do, and we're just here to help people, man. Like I said, we sell apparel and accessories and that type of thing, but a lot of that goes back to being able to grow and make serums and edibles and tinctures and that type of thing that can go to help people.
And you do compassionate care, right, Bobby? Like you do compassionate care as far as you help people with grow, and then you give it their
Yes, I'm a caregiver out here.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. There's a lot of people out here that like I was saying earlier, grow your own, and everyone has the ability to do it. Some people don't, even though they have the knowledge, they don't have the ability to do so. And
they don't have the fit. I mean, that's what I was trying to explain in California. CCHI, I believe, is the place of the group. They're trying to do a 99 plant limit for each individual, and which is awesome. and the thing is it's like, it's totally awesome because, you know, a caregiver can then take over those plants and then, you know, whatever. But
yeah, and it's all about helping everyone that needs it. You know, everyone needs cannabis. Not everyone knows. Not everyone has a green thumb. Not everyone has the ability or resources to grow it. And so, you know, the things that people like me that enjoy it, it's their passion in life. It's not even a job to them. It's a gift and an honor to be able to grow your plants and give you health and give you life.
So, yeah,
that's what it's all about.
That's a true compassionate caregiver right there. They're not in it for anything other than the benefit of the patient.
Exactly.
Yep.
That's all it's about, and you know that's what we're here for. Trip Industries is just a way to you know, to help finance that. Because I'm here in Denver, and like you were saying, there's a lot of people out here on the wrong side of it, and no one out here. It's all about the money and the tourism in this industry out here in Colorado. It's the weed mecca of the world, and so they feed off the tourism, and that's where everyone comes from. All the locals and everything, the people that are really into the scene and the industry out here. All the good medicine and all the real one love is underground. It doesn't have anything to do with the industry.
Yes, that's what I heard too.
It's out there for the people. And that's what we're doing. And, you know, we do have our company, but that's to help the people. You know, just yesterday and the day before, we went driving around. As soon as our serums are done, we went driving around giving it to people that need it. Just to help people out and make it. I suffer from insomnia. I have grand mal seizures. I've died in front of my kids from one.
Wow.
I use cannabis on a daily basis. Even with serums that I make and stuff, I can rub that on my hands. My seizures are gone. I haven't had a seizure since I've been in Colorado.
Yeah, see, I use it for depression, obviously. I use it for aggression, anger and aggression, and sleeplessness. Sleeplessness and the depression, not so much. Now, the anger, to control my anger and my aggression, that is a major factor with it. I can't function on the pharmaceuticals that are out there for anger and aggression. It just turns me into... Well, it's not only... I mean, before I knew anything about cannabis, I'll be honest with you, September, I was... and it just 5 years ago, very ignorant to cannabis and was just still smoking and partying. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was to me. And then as time went by and things happened and, you know, I got in the bullseye of the legal system, I realized, I'm not taking that kind of pharmaceutical. I used to be a truck driver, so I can't, you know, I can't drive a truck doing that kind of shit. I had to find alternative means. Right. And when it comes to, and I don't know if anybody else experiences anger the way that I do, but it how am I trying to say it? It gets very aggressive with me. I get, I just lose. Yes, I lose my temper very easily, and I've used cannabis all of these years to keep me on a nice level plane. Without it, I'd say 48 to 72 hours later, I'm a psychopath. I get crazy. So. When people say to me, oh, you're just a pothead, that actually pisses me off because I'm not a pothead. You know, I'm a patient. I'm not a criminal, number one.
Exactly.
You know?
I don't even think there's anything as such as a patient because here's the funny thing. Marijuana... or I don't even like to use that term.
It's not a medicine.
It's not a medicine.
It's a cure. It's a remedy.
It is, and even smoking it, there's a higher level than that because the thing is what am I trying to say here?
It's more. It's not about just smoking it. There's more benefits. There's higher benefits to consuming in other ways, like what you and I have talked about this 100 times, September. You know, it's not about smoking pot anymore. You know, you guys said it. It's not a treatment. It's a cure. It really is. I mean, we've known this for how long, just taking Rick Simpson oil and putting it on skin melanomas and watching them disappear.
Exactly.
I thought about this. Okay, if you've done your complete research on cannabis, you would know that achieving the psychoactive effects from cannabis is purely a human aspect of the plant.
Mm-hmm.
It has nothing to do with the 34 million years of the evolution it has.
Since 10,000 BC, folks.
Okay, so, hello, it's purely a human aspect of the plant,
Mm-hmm.
the psychoactive effects.
It's a social
It has
thing at
nothing-
that point. Yeah.
There you go. You just said it.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
You know, and there's so many people that place so much bad publicity on the psychoactive effect. Look at any medication, anything that comes over your TV. I don't care what it is, anything. What are the side effects on it? Death, nausea, sweating, headache,
Yeah. If you take
Crazy
this, your
stuff.
butt will bleed, your eyes will swell, your skin will itch.
You're going to get the munchies and you're going to be happy.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah,
You might.
We have, it's just, it's baffled me that the endocannabinoid system, ECS, maintains our biological systems by regulating each cell tissue it uses. Okay. Archidonic acid omega-6 to make endocannabinoids fatty molecules that communicate basically hard between cells is all I can say.
I love listening to it when you get frustrated because I know you have so much that you want to say, you just can't put it into words.
Well, the crazy thing
No,
is, in layman's terms,
true. Because they communicate the harm between cells, and that's what's happening. Cannabinoids, basically what I'm trying to say is if you look at, if you view the plant simply as a vegetable, like all other vegetables we eat, it makes sense that we wouldn't be so much inclined to not look at the psychoactive benefits, more so the nutritional benefits, because dietary cannabis mimics the ECS system by providing cannabinoids where there is the acid deficiency of clinical cannabinoid deficiency, basically.
Now, September, clarify, because we've got some lane brains that do listen to the show. When you say, I'm one of them, when you say the psychoactive effect, you're talking about, quote unquote, getting high. That feeling you get, that stone feeling, yes. Okay.
When you heat the plant, you will decarboxylate THC acid, and you get high. So you'll get your 10 milligrams of THC. So if you don't heat it, you can go up to like 500 or 600 milligrams and use it as a dietary cannabis. So you push it up to antioxidant and neuroprotective levels, which come into play at hundreds of milligrams. Yeah. So, what's happening here is that we're endocannabinoid deficient. Our retrograde signaling is thrown off, which is causing psychological problems in our brains, which is causing ADD, ADHD, autism, mood disorders, manic depression. So if we just broke it down and looked at it like a vegetable and kind of just
use it to its full effect.
Exactly. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you very, very much.
I had to give him dabs for that one.
Give me some dabs. I love it.
There's nothing wrong with
Bobby,
there's
isn't she
nothing wrong
amazing,
with
bro?
Using the whole plant. There's nothing wrong with using the whole plant, smoking it, eating it, half dabbing it. Pick it up, whatever.
Here we go.
Here's
Got
the
Timmy's interest now.
Yes, Dad. Let's get to it.
Listen. I've been smoking. I've been smoking stems and seeds for I don't know how. Well, not smoking the seeds, but I eat them. I used to eat them.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just take the seeds out. Well, I used to also believe it kept you sterile, so I'd eat them by the pounds. I was also 20 years old, and anyway.
People at movie theaters bring popcorn. I'm eating seeds.
I'm eating seeds, yeah. What are you eating? You don't want none of this.
Right.
You don't want none of this. No, I just, anything. Listen, for the longest time, I used to eat buds. Because I always knew, even before anybody even had any idea that marijuana, cannabis, any of this, before we even knew. I'm talking, God, this is going to sound really bad, folks, but back in about 1986, 1985.
I wasn't even conceived.
I'm actually giving myself a lot of credit. I started way before I was 15. But anyway, ever since then, I've eaten it. If I get a bag when I was a kid, I'd eat a bud.
Yeah, that's good, but you should be eating like the leaves.
When they were available to me, I did.
That's why Bobby. Do you cook with it ever or anything like that?
We eat it on a daily basis.
Yeah,
Awesome.
see, I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I'm coming to your house for dinner, Bobby.
Because
Check this out. We make marinades and barbecue sauces that are infused.
I saw you showed me
Nice.
a picture the first time the first time we messaged of awesome, amazing plate of food that I still look at. And when I come to Colorado, you're going to be cooking me some food.
Enough said, dude. I'm coming with her, by the way.
You guys are more than welcome.
Because I love to eat cannabis.
I love to eat.
It's my favorite. I do too.
And if it's got cannabis in it, are you kidding me? Now you're putting two of my favorite things together.
I'm just going to keep on eating.
I'm going to explode, man. I'm just going to pop.
I would
you know what chicken pot pie is, right?
Chicken pot pie.
Chicken pot pie is.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's everyone's three favorite things.
Chicken, pot, and some pie.
Tell us what your favorite things to make are.
Okay, some of my favorite things we make on the pastry side of it, on the diabetic side of it. We have an oatmeal butterscotch cookie that we make that is it's amazing. They're really dangerous because they're so good. You sit down and you eat them, and then you wake up 8 hours later not knowing where you're at. We make a banana bread that is also you eat one slice. If you eat more than one slice, you're done for. On the gourmet side of things, like I said, we make marinades for meat, any kind of meat, barbecue sauces.
That's what I'm down for. Down. Oh yeah, I want the marinade.
She says carnivorous all the way.
Yeah, well, this summer we're actually infusing a 250-pound pig, the whole damn thing.
What?
Oh my god.
Yeah, no. I cook better than 99% of restaurants I go to. That's why I don't eat out because I get disappointed every time I pay for it.
Yeah.
Awesome.
We make this one. We actually we won't just infuse things. We won't use the extracts or the oils or just the keef to infuse it. We make dishes that use the fresh plant leaves.
Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do it. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and so we actually go to our grow room and we'll go cut leaves off to make our meals. And one of the meals we make is an organic hummus stuffed tomato, cannabis and hummus stuffed tomato.
Oh yeah.
I'm going to explain this to you because most people hear it. I don't usually get the reaction like that one. Most people are like, oh, well, tell me about it. But here's how it is. So you hollow out a tomato, beefsteak tomato, good big tomato, hollow it out like a jack-o'-lantern. Put a little bit of cream, put a cream cheese cake in the bottom of that, about a quarter-inch thick.
Okay.
I make my own homemade hummus because I like to put a bunch of different herbs and stuff in it to give a little added flavor.
Okay.
So you put your cream cheese in, get the biggest pot leaf you can find off your plant, and stick it right on the top of the tomato there, and drop your hummus in so it pulls it down to the bottom. And then when you put your hummus in, put another pot leaf on top of that. And then we put a little smoked Gouda in there, and we put some feral boar meat in there, so you're not any additives, and wild hog is really good.
Oh my god.
But on top of the cheese, you put another leaf, then put your hog meat on top of it, and put your tomato cap back on it. Put it in the oven at 375 for about 40 minutes. Pull it out. Put some more cheese on top of it. Back in for 10 minutes. Pull it out. Hit it with the creme brulee torch. Give it that fire roasted flavor. Enjoy.
I'm dying over here. You know that, right?
Bam! Watering.
Right? Bam! Bam!
Yeah.
That right there is how I could eat like that. I could eat cannabis. You could tell me, okay, you have the choice of eating it and never smoking it again and just eating it, and I'd be like, fine, give it to me. I mean, seriously, it is Cannabis. I just think cannabis should be available to everyone, even if you can't afford to buy it at a dispensary. And basically, to make oil and juice raw cannabis, you need a large amount, obviously.
Yeah.
So that makes growing your only option, right?
Absolutely. We've talked about countless amounts of times.
So, I mean, I don't want to get onto the legislation part of it, but I truly believe that every cannabis bill should include home growing clauses that are set for these types of treatment options.
Yep.
And they send home much more complicated, expensive, less effective pieces of equipment for people. They could send them home, a little glow closet and some plants and someone to teach them how to do it real quick for a lot less money.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
And people don't look at it like that. And
because
they're like, this is not feasible. Well, how much time do they spend to come in and teach you how to use your wheelchair or your medical bed?
They can't tax it, bro. That's what it is.
That's exactly what it is.
They can't tax it. They won't make no money on it.
Yeah. Why do you think the government's doing it? Is so then you can get taxed on the products that you have to buy instead of the ones that they give you.
Like you said, it's become big business out there in Colorado.
Yep.
And it's bad.
We're trying to change that.
Yeah.
But you can't deny the fact of how much tax dollars went to the government from medical marijuana. You know, how
they have to start giving it back to the people.
That's what we were talking about last time.
They made so much taxes here in Colorado on the first year, 2014, the recreation being legal.
But that's awesome that the surplus of it's going back to the citizens.
Well, it hasn't yet.
Exactly. That's exactly. It hasn't yet. They're still trying to figure out a way.
They're trying to figure out how to
right now
divvy
they
it
can't
up.
take that much.
Yeah, they're like, all right, we'll hold it as long as we can.
It's
Yeah,
unbelievable.
of course. We want our interest.
Oh, of course.
Yeah, it's crazy, guys.
No,
Crazy.
you know what it's time to do? It's time to... Never mind. I'm going to be quiet.
Yeah, don't say it. I know what. Believe me, I know.
No, I want to know what you.
Even though there's that $50 million that's gone down, they've made that much tax revenue off of something that most of us believe that should be free.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still all for it because even like here in Colorado, they've made over $50 million in taxes this year.
Yeah.
But this is the first time in 7-8 years that Colorado has done any kind of road construction or built any new housing.
Yep.
Because their economy has sucked.
Yeah,
now they've got 40,000 units going up right now for affordable housing. They've got all the roads are being redone, and this is all done in the first 12 months of legalized recreational marijuana. So I'm all for the taxes.
That pisses me off about Florida. Okay, wake up. Here is a state whose transportation budget is gone. We don't have a transportation budget. With the worst paid teachers in the country, let's put some of that money towards education. Let's pay our teachers what they're worth. You know what I'm saying? Healthcare for people who can't afford it.
I have to disagree with that. You have to first off get the old generation of teachers the hell out of there and bring in the new educated ones.
Fortunately here,
them right.
Fortunately, September here in Florida, it's the schools, not the teachers. It's the system, not the teachers.
Well,
we have here in this system. No. I know.
Crisis. There's a broken system right now in the educational system.
Oh, believe me, I know. We live in one of the worst states. Yep, we live in one of the worst states.
So,
we moved to New York, and my children.
Louis.
Go ahead.
Age gap. Okay.
Oh, no, I know. That's what I'm getting at. But here, my point is, here in Florida, the teachers are getting younger and younger. There's teachers in my daughter's school. They're, maybe 2 years, 3 years, even 5 years younger than me. These are kids fresh out of college.
I would much rather have a young teacher
Absolutely.
out of school.
Absolutely. My daughter relates 100% to this woman. 100%. And to me, that's better education, because if I can get along with my teacher, if I like who's teaching me, I'm going to intake and I'm going to want more and more.
Exactly.
Same with sitting here talking to you. You know what I'm saying? It's the mentality, the age level. It's not you know what I'm saying? It's the way you talk to people. It's the way you treat people. You're more than happy to give that knowledge, and you don't what's the word? You don't. Well, anyway, it's a whole nother subject. But back to the taxation of it.
Bobby, let me ask you a question. So they are. Did they decide to? Well, I mean, I would have thought that they would have been taking that tax money all during this time and be revamping all along, or did they have to wait till the end of the year before it all came in, or? How did that work?
What the problem is they made a guesstimation of what they were going to make, and they already had laws in place on how much tax revenue the state could legally take from the citizens. They were not expecting the amount of influx of tourism and recreational sale prices to be as much as it did, and so they actually made too much money to the point of they can't legally accept it.
Wow.
And so, yeah, that's the amazing thing. That's why other states need to get on board.
So at that point, they're going to...
Here in Colorado...
That seems so rhetorical, considering the city is broken. Okay, you've got broken roads, you've got broken, systems.
And this is the government we're talking about.
But now they're capping the tax dollars that they want to put back into the city.
Well, no. Now, see, that's what I said. They already had laws in place before recreational was tax-wise. What they're doing now is they're having to revamp the entire system.
Okay.
Like, oh, wait a minute, we made too much money. How can we put this back into the state? How can we put this back into schools? How can we give it back to the people?
Okay.
They can't legally do that right now because of the current tax laws were not built for recreational tax sales of marijuana.
Okay. I understand.
Yeah, and so they're figuring they're either going to give it back and it equal out to it's something going to be like $18 or $19 to every citizen over 18 in Colorado.
And maybe they could take a certain amount of that money and put it towards federally funded research pilot projects in medical cannabis.
They very well could, and I can't remember the study, but I think it was $3 to $5 million, or that they just donated to research for cannabis.
It was $2 million.
$2 million.
Yes.
Yes, they do that, and it's another thing that they're still trying to. They made so much more money. They allotted so much for each section of the budget, and they made beyond that.
Mm-hmm.
And so they're trying to figure out. They have to go through legislation and get votes on where that money can go. They can't be like, oh, we're going to go here. They bring it to the people on that.
Oh yeah, it's a process.
And so it's a good thing there, and a lot of people don't understand it. So they're like, oh, why are we getting taxed on? Why are they doing that? Well, it's a good thing. $10 million went to schools in Colorado this year. Once the budget is fixed for 2015 and they get all that problem done, how much can go to schools next year?
Exactly.
Well, the possibilities are endless there, and like you guys are all talking about, there's a huge default and error in our schools.
Free lunch and breakfast. You know what I mean? Wouldn't that be nice?
Hello? Bobby, we're losing you.
What?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, there we go.
Okay. I think it's ridiculous that when I was a kid, I didn't have to pay for lunch when I went to school. 50% of the kids in school these days, even in high school, are suffering from hunger.
I know.
With cannabis, we can solve that problem. We can make sure the kids are going to school are getting fed. There's no reason. Cannabis can make. It's a healing of a nation. It really is. Not only in the aspect of just health, in the aspect of economy, in the aspect of everything.
Exactly.
It's the healing of a nation.
I mean, I would
so
think
if other
the first
states get
thing
on board, we're
would be,
golden.
I would think the first thing would have been in the schools. Take care of the kids. Make sure the kids don't even have to pay for their pencils, books, binders. They've got it all ready for them at school, And they come to school and they get a small breakfast, a power breakfast, and they get lunch. You know what I mean?
Yep. And that's how it should be. And it's with recreational marijuana and the taxation. I don't think medical should be taxed. I really don't. I think that should be a non-taxed item for the people who have red cards or medical patients.
But on
recreational, tax the shit out of them. I don't care.
Oh yes.
Yeah. Well,
I do too.
And that taxes, just like we just went down the breakdown of a big breakdown of Colorado's budget. That can be applied to every single state. If every single state is worrying about what the hell they're going to do with their extra money, now we can actually do the stupid stuff that people won't do, like build houses for homeless.
Guess what, Bobby? Maybe we can actually make childhood cancer research a priority, since it's the least funded research.
And I agree, because the health on the
fucking mind. Sorry, pardon my French. I did talk shit, say the F word one time today, because this does piss me off. That where our brains are at in society today.
The what?
Where our brains are at.
Where people's brains are at.
Let's talk about it.
Oh yeah.
It's like, okay, medical cannabis could possibly make childhood cancer research a top priority.
Agreed. 100% agreed. People are so marijuana and the cannabis industry has been demonized for so long that when you say weed or marijuana or cannabis and kids, people freak out. They start calling you a bad parent and all sorts of stuff like that. People need to be aware, and that stigma needs to be taken away that cannabis is not bad for kids. Cannabis is not
actually,
bad for any age person.
It's absolutely not bad for children, considering the fact that a study was just released yesterday that cannabis, 2,000, I'm going to pull this up because 2,900, and I want to get this totally right. This is going to shock all of the listeners here.
This is the article you posted the other day, correct, September?
Yes, it's on Talk Shit.
Yes, it is. Yes, it is. Amazing article.
It is an amazing article. This is going to blow everybody's mind.
I'm looking for it, too. It's about pregnancy and cannabis. Where the hell is it?
I remember this.
Yes. Sustainable munchies.
You know, just like while she's looking that up, we
Yes.
had, just on the stigma of cannabis in kids, I had a patient here that is one of only less than 105 kids in the state of Colorado under the age of 5 to have a red card.
Mm-hmm.
He was an epileptic that came from Texas, and he was having upwards of 75 seizures a day. And they put him on a medication in Texas that was approved back in the 60s, and they told him, it can kill him in a year.
Wow.
6 months later, the 2-year-old child, he was a year at this time, but 6 months later, his liver and kidneys were failing because they put him on his medication from the 60s to try to control his seizures. Yes, it did help and drop his seizures down from 70 seizures down to like 15 or 20, but it was also killing him faster than the seizures were. And so they came out here, and he actually hit me up off our Instagram page and asked if we could make medication for his kid. And so we started making edibles and tinctures and stuff and RSO for his kid. And his 2-year-old kid running around every day.
Wow.
He gets his RSO in the mouth every day. He gets a vegan edible cookie every day, and he gets serum when they need to put the diaper lotion or something like that.
He's a cannabis baby.
He's a cannabis baby, and you'll never know that he's using cannabis. He's just like every other normal baby. You'll never know that he's using an herbal supplement.
Because of this.
We actually
in an
have
eye-opening study. Yeah, it's like people don't get it. People don't get it, right, Bobby?
We actually have an organization here in Florida who is run by one of our friends, started for a girl, her daughter, Dahlia, called Canna Babies. Canna Moms, I'm sorry.
It's called Canna Moms.
Canna Moms, yes.
Listen, in an eye-opening study examined 2,964 infants, it was found that those who tested positive for cannabis had a huge decrease in the likelihood of early mortality. In the 2-year study, infants which were drug negative had an average mortality rate of 15.7 deaths per 1,000 live births. Those who tested positive for cannabis, on the other hand, had an average mortality rate of 8.9 deaths per 1,000 births, a 44% decrease in comparison to the infants that were drug negative. Okay, did you hear 44%?
Mm-hmm.
That's almost 50% decrease.
That's that's tossing a coin.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
It's like flipping a
Why
coin.
even take the risk?
Exactly.
Yep.
People need to be brought aware of that fact. And the cannabis, I know September has a program going on, Recycle for Research, that is all going towards the research for cannabis for kids as well.
Yeah,
and so,
exactly. And the reason why is this, because during this study, they were also doing cocaine and opiate positive infants, and they had a mortality rate of 17.7 and 18.4 deaths per 1,000 live births. Now,
I got to stop you just real quick. That is hugely shocking to me right now, because just the difference between babies that tested positive for cannabis and babies that tested negative for any drugs at all, including cannabis.
Okay, exactly.
3% difference from no cannabis.
Coke and opiates and drug-free, 3% difference, okay? And then there's a 50% difference between the Canna Baby.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm.
Now,
That's so shocking.
here's where I'm going to talk some shit. This number, 8.9 deaths per 1,000 live births, included those who tested positive for cannabis, but also tested positive for cocaine and opiates. Of the babies who tested positive for only cannabis and no other substance, 157 babies total. Not a single one died during the course of the study. Literally 0% mortality rate. Bam.
Bam!
Just so the listeners understand. Yes, that's the boom. That's Kevin James has brought the boom. Just so the listeners understand, that means your child has a 50% less chance if you're not giving him cannabis.
Would you repeat that again for me? Just repeat that.
Well, actually, it's not. It's more than a 50-50 because the mothers who tested positive for cannabis and cocaine and opiates,
it reversed the effects of it.
Right.
And so it's actually
there were
protecting
only
those
157 babies total out of the 2,964 that were completely only canna babies.
That's
and not a single one of those died during the course of the study.
Right.
So literally, it was a 0% mortality rate.
And now
you get
coming-
the Jedi mind trick.
Coming from, go ahead.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, I was going to say something, as far as children that are born addicted to other drugs as opposed to children that are born canna babies. We don't even know.
Well, if I'm not mistaken, September just said that even the babies that were on cocaine that had tested positive for cocaine and heroin, the babies that tested positive for those other harder substances that are also tested positive for cannabis, their mortality rate was dropped down as well.
Mm-hmm.
So it's actually reversing the effects
of the other drugs.
Of the babies that are addicted to the harder drugs when they're born.
Right.
Right. Yes, but the canna babies, none of them died.
That's the point that I'm getting. That's what I'm trying to express to the listeners is the safety of it, the essential need for it.
The need for it. The need for a pregnant woman to be ingesting cannabis like a vegetable, to be
whole plant,
to be feeding her baby cannabinoids.
And another thought for that, September probably knows this. Most people don't know this. And September being a mother, she's going to agree with me here. People that are mothers, if they can't breastfeed, even when they're breastfeeding, they are always looking for other nutrients and omega-3s and stuff to give to their babies, a brain food to make sure they're developing properly and to the full potential. Cannabis seeds especially are one of the only things on the face of the planet that holds all 9 essential amino acids that the brain needs to operate. It carries like 20-something more. It carries all the ones the brain produces, all the ones it doesn't produce. Everything you need nutritional-wise is in cannabis for your baby. Everything.
So I'm going to start eating seeds again.
That's why when you're breastfeeding your baby, and your baby about a minute later you have a letdown. It's called a I breastfed for 2.5 years. You have a letdown, and after that letdown, your baby's eyes start rolling back in their head, right?
That's the euphoria.
Because they got high.
Yeah.
No, they got high because you just released a bunch of cannabinoids into their system.
And this is whether or not you're using cannabis, the mother is using cannabis or not, because your body produces these.
Your body produces cannabinoids. And regardless if you're using cannabis, you're still giving it to your breastfeeding baby.
Now, didn't we just find out not too long ago about this our bodies naturally producing?
Well, it just started leaking out, but we've known about it for several years.
Gotcha. Now, okay, so we've probably known about the cannabinoid receptors in our brain for years, and that's probably just gotten out as well.
It's come out. Well, we have CB1, CB2, and we have a CB3 receptors, which are connected to our gut. People just think it's CB1, CB2. I keep going like, God, catch up. We have CB3. It's connected to our gut system. Oops, I spilled the beans.
I'm not kind of circle back to what we were talking about earlier. That I think everyone was trying to express. What September was trying to express, but the typical streetwalker stoners like us that aren't, don't have that intellectual level. That everything revolves around cannabinoids. Our body produces them. If you look at just like you guys are talking about RSO, melting tumors, all the cannabinoids in it, our body produces them. Other foods and stuff in our life that we use on a daily basis produce them. everything is wrong with health and humanity revolves around cannabinoids. We've just been blessed enough that we have a plant here to supplement what we can't produce ourselves or what we have dysfunction that not the ability to produce. Everything revolves around it. Everything is fixed with cannabinoids.
Yeah.
Even our earth is. Hawaii has been having heavy hemp crops since 1999, folks. For phytoremediation, meaning that hemp pushes away. It literally pushes away radioactive radiation. Okay, so the reason why Hawaii has so many hemp crops is because they're being radiated from what happened in Japan. So they started planting a shitload of hemp because hemp is fighting off that radiation. Now, what kind of miracle plant doesn't belong everywhere to fight off radiation?
I just brought up an article, all right, that speaks of Chernobyl. And it says hemp science is now advanced and leads to bounds compared to, well, anyway, it goes on saying that it's drawing the radiation out of the ground.
Yes, it's a phytoremediator. It's called phytoremediation.
And like you just said, they're planting it in Japan over in Fukushima. You know,
Fukushima, yes.
Yes, it's amazing. Bill Worsiford, who is an attorney here in Florida, also he's a what was he? State's Attorney General.
He was a State's Attorney Assistant
State's Attorney General.
Yes.
He works with what is that? Hemp for water or hemp? It has to do with hemp and cleaning water. You know what I mean? It's amazing.
It's a biofuel too.
Oh God,
you can use it as a biofuel.
Yep.
You can use hemp for. Here's what really bothers me.
Milling hemp seeds is probably the cleanest oil.
Yep. Hemp is naturally antibacterial after you turn it into a fiber, a fabric. Why are we using cotton sheets in hospitals when you can be using hemp sheets and be in a naturally antibacterial environment? This is what really peeves me.
And that's like the dirtiest place in the world for bacteria is a hospital.
Yep.
You want to get sick? Go to the hospital.
On that same aspect of hemp, you can entirely, you can grow hemp. You can make a car completely out of hemp that runs off.
I just smoked with a man last night. Wonderful guy. He has made a hemp car.
Tell me it was
It's
Derek
a
Cross.
sports car.
Tell me it was Derek Cross.
Pardon me?
Who was it? Was it Derek Cross out in Colorado or where was he from?
No.
Texas? We had that caller in.
Yeah, we
He's
had
a hemp farmer.
Yeah, we had a hemp.
I'm sorry, September.
No,
I'm thinking
this
out loud.
car is already made.
Okay.
This car is already made, and I don't know how far he wants me to go into it with anybody. But the hemp car is already made.
And it's running off it's made and running off of hemp oil and hemp products.
I'm
Because
not.
you can
I'm
make,
not.
You can make plastics and everything out of
I'm
hemp.
not. I'm not. I don't know how far I can talk about it.
How
but
beneficial it would be to society if we used it in textiles, in building materials. The possibilities are endless with hemp.
It's almost a free resource.
It is. It's exactly what it is. I have a friend. I know a person out here that they make. It's like a 30 below rated jacket made completely out of hemp.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yep. And they're one of the most comfortable, most gorgeous jackets you'll ever see. You'll never know it came from a pot plant. But they're expensive, but they're worth it. They don't degrade like cotton does. They don't wear out like cotton does. They last so much longer. They repel water. They breathe. They don't make you sweat. You know.
they don't make you sweat. They actually prevent you from sweating. Bobby, I have a question for you. Okay, so I like to use the word cannabis when I speak of cannabis, but cannabis is kind of an umbrella term because we have hemp and we have marijuana, and a lot of people, I think, in states that aren't so exposed to cannabis get confused about like hemp oil and cannabis oil.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you? Because I spoke with somebody last night who has been running into this problem where people are not understanding what cannabis oil is and hemp oil is, or they're thinking they have no idea what the difference is or anything. Are people really still that naive that you can go to a market and get hemp oil? Like, hemp oil is available to everybody. You can eat hemp seeds. You can be starting to protect yourself even if you're not in a legal state.
There's hemp and CBDs are actually 50-state legal.
I know.
Everyone. And people don't know that. You can get online and you can find hemp oil and CBD oils,
I know,
strain specific, and everyone can access them.
That's what people are not understanding. Everybody can have CBD therapy.
Yes,
It's not something that's forbidden in your state. Your state allows it. You can have it shipped to your house. You can have cannabis skincare like I have. It's like people think cannabis and they're thinking the umbrella term. Now, cannabis oil, yes, that contains what you explain, Bobby, because this is more your area.
Mm-hmm. That is correct. And we're kind of privileged in that aspect, and CBDs and hemp oil and that type of stuff are great. But CBDs, it's like having if you had a 3-wheeled car. It's going to get you somewhere, but it's not going to be that good. CBDs are, to be 100% effective, they need a little bit of THC with them.
Mm-hmm.
And in a place where we can have access to that legally and not have a problem or any kind of stress of legal repercussion, that's perfect. If you can access that, use it. Put the THC with the CBDs. But for the people that can't have it in the non-legal states, use the CBD oil. Use the hemp oil. Any kind of cannabis-related substance you can get on your skin or in your digestive system is better than anything.
Yes. Nothing. And what I'm going to be putting out on my public profile page, September Lee Pierce on Facebook, is going to be invaluable for anybody that wants it. What I was discussing with the lemons, it's a complete nice page that I even have the structural molecule structures for a lemon. I have taken the time to do this for anybody who wants it, and I have it cited where you can even go look up for yourself the factual information that I gave you. So I'm not just pulling it out of my booty. These are THC, CBD, CBGs, THC. It's in other. You can get it other ways if you're not in a legal state. You can be getting it. So don't feel left out.
Yeah, there's people like you, Bobby, that are true compassionate caregivers that are out there. That if you live in a state where it's not legal, they have resources. There's ways.
There is.
Well, yeah, but I'm saying if they also don't want to do it illegally, Lewis, I'm trying to tell them, you can go get. At the market.
And I know, I believe me, I know what you're saying. I'm just saying here, for listeners here in Florida, it is not legal here. So I mean, there's people, there's resources to even point you in the direction to get it legally.
And another thing that the listeners need to understand, especially people that maybe don't support cannabis right now because it's not legal in their state. Another big way to get the support from your legislation and your government is use it. Push for the use of it. Mm-hmm. Every state that has legal cannabis, push for it. They had pot smoking rallies. They did everything they could. They're not going to conform to something they're pushing for. So any listener that wants it legal in their state, push for it.
The National Marijuana March is happening, I believe, May 21st.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. I was just reading about that the other day. I'm actually looking at an article right now that says marijuana is about to be legal and virtually unregulated in Washington, D.C.
There's 2 laws that have gone down to legislature, too.
You're right, Bobby.
Decriminalized federally.
Yeah.
So nationwide, it'll be decriminalized.
Yeah, you're right.
Now say that again.
Exactly.
Run that by me again. Whoa.
We were talking about that the other day.
2 bills just went to legislation that would decriminalize marijuana nationally on the federal level, which means all the states that we've heard about in the last 10 years that would do it if it wasn't a federal problem. All those states are going to go boom. It's going to be up to the state, and many of them, there's not going to be many left that won't do it because a lot of them aren't doing it because of the federal problem.
Gotcha.
So you think after the federal bill does get passed, then everyone else will fall into place?
Big time. I don't think everyone, but I think probably 75 to 80% of the states that are left will automatically go legal. There's a couple of those conservative states. I'm from Utah. I spent the last 15 years of my life in Utah. I would have thought those people would have been the very last place to ever legalize weed. They're actually putting stuff into production right now, bills that are going into the House to make it so where they can have CBD oils and have product oils and cannabis oils that have a limited number of THC content.
Yeah, absolutely. That's awesome.
So that those people can have it shipped from Colorado or come to Colorado and bring it across state lines so they can get it.
Yes.
Now that is huge to me. I know the conservative and the church and police state that Utah is. That's huge for them.
Mm-hmm.
Huge.
Just the fact that you said being able to ship it across state lines is going to be huge, because coming from someone that was in the logistics industry, that open up that's just that's going to be huge. That's going to be huge.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it opens up. Weed. That's the thing is that weed, cannabis, hemp oil, pot, whatever you want to call it. I'm more of on the natural side of things. It is a weed. It's weed. But it opens up so much more than just health. It creates jobs. It creates economy.
Yep.
It creates sustainability in all aspects of the matter.
Yeah.
I mean, in every aspect. What is one thing? Can you think of anything over the course of history since any of us have been alive or can remember even being taught about in school or college? Anything that has created this kind of revenue and motion in such a short amount of time?
No, never.
No.
Nothing.
Nothing.
That's why everything in life revolves around cannabis and cannabinoids. It's the healing of a nation. It's the healing of a world. It solves everything.
When you say that, all I picture now is what the true meaning of the recycle symbol means. Coming full circle, with the world.
Yeah.
That's
exactly what it is. It's 100%. 100% full circle.
Yeah. It's amazing. Amazing. We can go on for hours with this, guys.
Yeah.
Yes, we can.
But we are running over. I do have to cut us a little short here. Bobby, thank you. Thank you very much for taking the time. I know it's early out there, and it's not early anymore.
Thank you so much, Bobby.
Yeah, absolutely.
Thank you guys for having us. I really appreciate it. I'm honored to have been on your show.
Anytime. Open invite. September, we extend that to all of our guests. Open invite, Bobby, anytime you want.
Bobby, do you want to give out a shout out there?
Absolutely.
About your about Trip Industries or anything, website, your Facebook or anything?
Yeah, we're on Facebook, on just Trip Industries on Facebook. Our website is under construction right now, getting a facelift.
Okay.
You can also follow us on Trip_Industries on Instagram. We're, like I said, we're all a one love company, so there's a lot of personal pictures of us, our family. This is what we do on the day-to-day.
Awesome.
Because we're all about the people. And so, if you guys are all about the healing of a nation too, go ahead and buy some of our apparel, our products or whatnot, because, like I said, most of it goes back into creating products and medicine to donate to people that need it that otherwise couldn't get it.
I had already shared your Facebook page on our Facebook, so I'll repost it again.
Yeah,
let everyone out there know about it.
Post your page, Bobby. Trip Industries or whatever you want to post on Talk Shit, so people can go check you out.
Yes, you can post 100%. Anything you want on our Facebook. It's facebook.com/TalkShitRadio.
Talk Shit TV show.
Oh, Talk Shit TV show. Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
Because originally when I set it up, it was TV only. But
that's perfectly fine.
Shit happens.
Well, I'll send you. I'll send you. I don't know how we. Can you find it, you guys?
Yeah. You just go in and you go facebook.com/Talk Shit TV show. Guaranteed, it's the only one that comes up.
Okay.
Yeah, or you can go.
Real quick for people that are listening. If anyone is coming to Colorado and needs somewhere to find, good meds, hit me up.
Well, I was just going to say, September had mentioned to me that her and I might have to come out there to see you to do some talking and get some few things straightened out. So, from the way it looks, you might be seeing September and I real soon.
That would be amazing.
Yeah, that would be good, definitely. Again, September, thank you for bringing this man on the show, and thank you for being on the show yourself.
I'm just that person who, people say you're strange, and I just say thank you. So that's it. Okay.
Absolutely. And again, remember, everyone, September Pierce is going to have her own show on Talk Shit Radio Network here soon. We're just trying to figure out how to structure it and what to call it. So
I'd actually like to thank September and give her congratulations on what she had produced today, because really she set this all up.
Yes. Yeah, this was all September is doing. She set this whole show up for us today. Basically, Tim and I were just time killers for you guys this morning. So,
well, it's appreciated in all aspects, guys.
And then, remember, I'm going to post, the information I talked about the groovy stuff, the oranges, the lemons, the hops, the lavender, and so go check out the my public page, if you want to grab it.
Absolutely.
Anyway, you guys have a wonderful day.
September, you did a great job. Thank you very much.
Yeah, absolutely.
God bless you guys.
Bobby, thank you.
Bobby, thank you very much for joining us.
All right, buddy. And we'll talk to you soon, September. I will hit you up after we get off the show.
All right.
Thanks,
God bless
guys.
everybody.
Have a good one.
All right.
Ciao.
Bye-bye.
That was September Pierce with her and
Bobby from Trip Industries.
Trip Industries, yes, absolutely. Freaking awesome, dude. Awesome.
I love it when September calls in. She's a wealth of knowledge.
Oh, dude, it's amazing.
And the education that I get
That's
from
why
it,
I just turned my mic down.
Everything that she has to say, I'm sitting there Googling it. Google.
Yeah, I watched you.
Google.
I watched.
Because that's basically where I get all my information from. It's from her, because how much knowledge she knows about
Since
the situation.
I've met her, yes, I would have to say that's pretty much where a lot of my information has come from. A lot of the posts, well, I can't say a lot of them, but I can say all of the posts that you see that are cannabis related now do come from September.
And you got to look at it as September. She's on the front lines of this whole entire.
She's out there. Yeah.
She's basically fighting.
She's Bobby. He's there in Colorado.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
where it started. So yeah,
Bobby as well,
hopefully,
yes.
like I said, hopefully September and I could set it up to where we can go out there.
Yes.
We could sit down with Bobby. We could talk some business. You guys are leaving? Chill out just 1 second. We're about to end the show. All right, we're about to end the show, so we'll be right out.
Yes.
So yeah, I'd like to go out there, sit down, talk to Bobby personally, sit down, see the place, do some filming, that kind of thing, just to all roll up in Talk Shit Radio Network and Talk Shit TV fashion.
Yeah.
So yeah, Tim, as usual, thank you.
Lou, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. No, thank you.
No, thank you. Put them in the bathroom.
Put them in the bathroom. All right, guys, that's been Talk Shit Radio for today. Go ahead, say what you're going to say.
Happy Hump Day.
Oh, yeah, that's
Everybody
right.
celebrate.
Yes, everybody celebrate. Grab the old lady and celebrate Hump Day.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be an old lady.
Yeah, that's true.
It could be a young lady also. Whatever you got.
Could be old man. Could be the young man.
Listeners,
could be the young lady.
Thank you for joining us. It was a great show today.
Talk Shit Radio Network, everyone. I really appreciate you tuning in, listening, and we'll be back tomorrow. So, peace. See ya.